Hello everyone, welcome back to another Tomato Sauce stream. Today, we're going to be playing the Royal Rebels. I really like Rebels, and I really want them to be good. So I'm really hoping that there's something we could do where the deck feels really good. Obviously, we have seen Monosync kind of championing the deck, and he did take it to a tournament where he did beat Icy in the first round, but I believe he then got immediately knocked out after that, which is it's a little bit sad because again I really just want to see this deck do well. We've already seen Matarian doing quite well. We did see 3 Matarian, I believe, make top 8 in Quantums yesterday, but again we have only had a singular tournament, so the verdict is still kind of out on whether or not they're going to be competitive decks or not. My gut feeling is Rebels are probably not going to end up being super competitive, which is a big disappointment. But again, we're going to try them today. We're going to see how they feel because, you know, once you've actually played with the deck, you can start to feel what's wrong with it. Because, it's all very good to, have an idea in, theory, but once you actually put it into practice, that's when you can, start to see how things are going. Beyond that, we do have a new Chronicles episode to watch, so we are going to be watching that today. We do have some new OCG cards to look at, which I think is only, 2 cards, but they're pretty good cards. I mean, Red MD is in there, which is quite a big card coming to Rush, right? We also are going to take a look at Legacy Duels. I don't know if we're going to play any Legacy Duels because I have heard that there is a burn deck that is extremely powerful. And I think this is what happens with every Legacy Duels. I love the idea of Legacy Duels, right? I love the idea. But every single time Legacy Duels rolls around, there's always one strategy that is just so much more powerful or so much more degenerate than everything else. And it ends up, ruining the entire experience. I don't think I've ever played in a Legacy Duels and it not been, plagued with something horrid, right? Which is such... it's so disappointing, because, again, the idea of it is really cool, and it should just be this fun little mode that's around for a little bit. You get to play a couple of, old-school games, and it's, this really nice experience. But instead, it rolls around, and it's always what's going to be the stupid OP crap this time? Is it going to be milling me out? Is it just going to be a burn deck? Is it going to be some sort of FTK? It just happens every single time. There's always, something that's forgotten about, which is a bit disappointing. But before we get into all that, let's see what we have in the chat. We have Soramir, who is first, second, and third. Soramir is definitely our super fan. I mean, who could overtake Soramir as the greatest Tomato Sauce fan? I don't think anyone could. But welcome on in Soramir. We have Hikari with the 4th. Welcome. And don't forget as well, Hikari does have a tournament on today, so everyone should go and sign up to that. I'll go ahead and chuck the link in the chat. We'll take a look at it a little bit as well. But if anyone wants to play the second Rush Duel Links tournament of the format, definitely should sign up to Galaxy Rush. And it's on a little bit earlier, so if you are from the EU, it is a lot more approachable than, Quantums, for example. Because, I actually signed up to Quantums yesterday. I was really excited to play. And then, 9:30 rolls around, and I'm I am so exhausted. I just do not have the mental capacity or the stamina to stay awake any longer, and I had to just go to sleep. I watched some of it from bed, but I can't play. I'm too tired. Which is a shame, because I really want to play in all of them. If it isn't Hikari the 4th, we have a human Portuguese dub fan. We are so back into the coffin. Rebels, no! Rebels, I'm sure Rebels will be fine. Even if it's not, a super top tier deck, even if it's just, high rogue, that will be enough. We will make something work there, surely. I also brought the deck into the tournament and it did 0 damage, both my duels combined. No! Alright, that was just a brick. Or we haven't found the spice yet. We haven't found the spice to make the deck, top tier yet. It's okay. It's still early days. Bar flip explode, no! Royal Rebels best deck. Hello, Toty. Welcome on in. And hello, Dwan. By the way, you tested the new Music Princess yet? No, I have not tested it yet. So, I haven't got all of the cards on my Rush account. I think my Rush account now has 1 of the Fusion, 2 of the Turbodish, which is probably enough to start, testing it. But, I'm fine to wait. I'm not in a rush. There's no, big event coming up, right? It's just, the usual community tournaments, which are a great place to test out decks, right? But there's no, league going on. There's no, massive prize pool tournament or anything that, I've got to... Or a KC Cup, or a GRF, I suppose, to, test for right now. So, I'm not in, a super rush. But at the same time, I do want to play it because I think the deck's really cool. I really do like Music Princess. I think Music Princess is one of the most fun decks right now. I think, for me, it's become the new Heroes. And what I mean by that is, Heroes is a really cool deck, but right now, Heroes just feels like you're just turboing until you can get out 2 copies of Shining and then hope that wins the game, which is fine, but that's not a super engaging gameplay loop, right? You're just kind of, again, you're just turboing through the deck with circulation as much as you can, and circulation does feel kind of busted, especially at 3 copies and especially in a 30-deck format, and I think everyone kind of already understands that. Royal Rebel, best deck indeed. Raid Raptors for the win. Yeah, Raid Raptors, let's go! I've never been a huge fan of Raid Raptors, and so I kind of like the aesthetic of, like, mechanical birds. I think that's kind of cool. But I never liked in the show when Shun was playing them. And it would be kind of like, the gimmick was, I have low attack monsters that are really high ranks, and then I just, like, use their effects to blow up my opponent's board and, like, burn them for a ton. Like, I never engaged with that super well. I've never played the deck, so I can't really, you know, say, oh, I hate the deck, I don't like playing it, because I've never played it, so I genuinely don't know how it plays. But I've always liked Shun as a character, or I guess Shay, as he's called in English. I really like him as a character, and one of my favorite duel from Arc 5 is Shun versus Sora, right? I think that is the best duel in the entire season. And that, it's one of the best duels in Yu-Gi-Oh! In my opinion. Like, just flat out, like, across the entire franchise. It's so, so good. And Raid Raptors are a big part of that, so I'll always have a soft spot for them. Surely a Royal Rebel will win? Yeah, we can only hope. We can only hope. The copium. Hello, Corey. Welcome, welcome on in. Hey, hey. You're not in a what? Not in a rush. I really don't like Straight Pierce, and now it's even worse to play against. Don't like Straight Pierce. Do you not like playing against Straight Pierce, or do you like playing Straight Pierce? Because I can understand arguments for both of those. I knew you would read RR as Royal Rebels and then read Raid Raptors, Lamau. Shun versus Sora and Shun versus Dennis are great. Yeah, I really like Dennis as well. Just in general. I know a lot of people don't like Dennis, but I really like Dennis. But let's go ahead and hop over. And we'll take a look at some of the new stuff. So first things first, I guess we have Legacy Duels. So we'll check out Legacy Duels. So there is a deck going around at the moment in Legacy Duels. And it is a Fire Princess beatdown deck, I guess you'd call it. It's sort of a burn deck, right? It is sort of a burn deck. Which is... It's not really a burn deck, because you do burn your opponent, and you are going to get some burn damage in. But the way you win is use the skill to increase your monster's attack by the difference in your life points. So what you're really doing is healing yourself a lot. The burn is just kind of an added bonus, and it can win if your opponent plays like hyper defensively, right? But for the most part, you're going to sit there with like a 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 attack Fire Princess, and then just attack your opponent to death, and that's kind of the win con. So that's the one thing I've seen so far. There might be other stuff in this, which is also absolutely broken, but I haven't seen much of it yet. What we might do is we might jump in with some loner decks and just see if we can have some fun with it. But like I say, I like the idea of Legacy. It's just, there's always something wrong with it. There's always something. Morning, Zaggy boys. I have no idea what we're trying to say there, but we'll go with P-Man. Hello, I will be P-Man today. We have Luis Fernando in the chat. Hello, hello. On a 5-stream streak as well. I don't like it when my opponent use it and it just OTKs. I mean, yeah, but I guess you could make the argument against anything, right? Like, do you like it when your opponent board wipes with baseball and then double Secret Orders and OTKs you? Or, like, do you like it when heroes get out double Shining and OTK you? When Light Galaxy summons out Eternal and OTK? It's one of those weird ones where... I get what you're saying. Getting OTK'd sucks, but there's so many decks that OTK and can OTK through, like, set monsters. Obviously, you know, like Galaxy can use Leica. Dragonic Pressure will just wipe the board, so we'll be able to attack through everything anyway. Meeg is going to use Pierce plus Meat and Greed and just OTK you through that. So, like, there's so many OTKs going around right now, and specifically people are building OTKs to play through Shady, or just ignore Shady altogether, which makes them even more annoying, because it's like, we have a tool to stop getting OTK'd, yay! And then they go, oh, I don't care, I'm going to just ignore your OTK. And it's like, oh, right, okay, we're just doing this now. Fire Princess burning down deck. Yeah, it's an awkward one for sure. Royal Rebels are back? I don't think so. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. They'll be top tier. They'll be top tier. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's always one deck that's too annoying to play and ruin the event. Yes. Every single time I think I've ever played Legacy Duels, there's always been a deck like that. We're not playing Raid Raptors today, Manicus. Come on, man. Come on. But it's recyclable now, which baseball can't. Yes, that is true. At the same time, baseball is going to be able to turbo through their deck and find it very easily. Whereas Music Princess would have to mill it, and Music Princess doesn't do a lot of milling. They do some milling, but they don't do a lot of it. So it's only relevant if you, like, activate it most of the time, and then, you know, then get it back. So, like, maybe you activate it twice in the same turn and get, like, a plus 4k. But then you need to have, like, what, 10 Wind Warriors in the graveyard. It's a weird one. I understand. I hate that they can change your monsters to defense, and then they can fusion and straight pierce for OTK. If your monsters have low defense. I mean, yeah, just playing low defense, like, sucks. It just sucks so bad. Okay, hurry up and play Royal Rebels already, Rush Streamer. Look at this guy trying to dictate this stream, honestly. So rude. Manicist has always been one of the rudest members of the community, I swear. Instead of increasing the amount of Overrush Rare Black version, they now added normal Overrush Rares and alt arts. At least it's something. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, I think. I think it is fine. So the next thing I want to do is talk about the tournament we had yesterday. So we had the Quantum Rush 84, which is our first tournament of the new meta. And guess what, guys? So the last format, we had Jointech, Jointech. And for this format, we have Jointech. So Jointech's looking to be quite a strong deck right now. But we did also get Matarian and Matarian, which is quite nice for top 4. And we got one more Matarian in the top 8. I don't know what the last deck was. I think this was Murata was playing this. So I don't know if... I don't know what he was playing, but... We do also have Baseball, which... This was Dwan, I believe. I believe this is Dwan. And then, you know, Music Princess 7's Road. So we got, like, an okay spread. If we go and take a look at the current pie chart, this is what we're looking at. Matarian did have the highest amount of points, because it did obviously have just so many spots in the top 4. Jointic did win, but because Matarian kind of outnumbered it, it's just barely beating out, and then Baseball in 3rd place. So again, very, very early days, but this is what we're looking at the moment. Maybe Matarian's going to end up being like a really good one. They want us to join tech, but I can't join tech since the price to join tech is too expensive. Join tech. Well, maybe we're just going to have to join tech. What else can I say? Matarian 2 OP. I don't know if my opponent opened the custom hands all 3 games. I don't know how my opponent opened custom hands all 3 games. I mean, that's not ideal. But by the sounds of it, though, if it was all 3 games, that means you did win one of them. So that's at least something, right? Even if your opponent opened custom, you managed to win the game. So that's something. The result prove it. I mean, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see if we get more of the same from Hikari's tournament. We'll have to wait and see. So next up, I want to take a look at the reference art for Cosmos the Cosmic Trickster. Because, I mean, this is, like, one of the prettiest cards. So looking at the concept art is always a good time. Now, what I'm waiting to see is the concept art for the brand new Fire Machines, so that we can actually kind of get more of a feel for actually what's going on in that art, because the art is a little bit all over the place. So I'm waiting for this, because also the last time we had the concept arts for the other machines, we had it for Ace Breaker, and Ace Breaker's concept art went so hard. It looks so good. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. But this is great, right? We obviously have like some of the fine details. I just love being able to see something like this. This is something you wouldn't get to see otherwise. And this is also something that I might use for a thumbnail. I might just cut this out and use this in a thumbnail for an upcoming video. So, you know, it's always nice to see it. This doesn't really matter. This is just some of the finer details. But, you know, I do like seeing the concept art. It's very, very good for me. I love the art in the new Pyro card. Yeah, Ace Breaker art was, yeah, it's so good. So, so good. All right, next up, we have the 2 brand new cards, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and Variant Arts. So, we have the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, also known as Red MD, coming as a legend, which is pretty interesting. So, same stats as obvious. Place 1 face-up dragon monster from your field on the bottom of the deck. Then special summon this card from your hand to your field face up. Okay. Choose 1 dragon monster in your hand or graveyard, special summon it to your field face up. You cannot activate the effect of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon for the rest of the turn. So it's good, right? This is just good. This is pretty much, I think, what most people were expecting. But it's going to be interesting to see if this sees a lot of play. The big issue I can see with this is we have, I forget what he's called, but the dragon that you just get to summon out, it's like the level 9 dragon that can pop a card on the field. It feels like this is going to work very well with that card, and that card is seeing so much play. I'm actually expecting it to possibly get a hit, right? It's so good, and it's seeing so much widespread play. I'm actually expecting that level 9 dragon to get hit. I keep forgetting its name as well. I'm really bad at it. It looks pretty nice. Banless, I mean, return the monster to the bottom of the deck. Oh, banish. Right. Then we have this card, which... Level 4, 1000, 1000. Ooh, that's giving me barrier statue flashbacks. I don't like that. Okay, so we have Emitter the Flame Spirit. Level 4, Pyro, 1000, 1000. If there is a face-up monster on the field whose current attack is different than its original attack, choose one level 5 to 8 monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You cannot activate the effect of Emitter the Flame Spirit for the rest of this turn. Okay, so you can't add a maximum. You have to add a boss. I'm trying to think, like... So, getting this effect off could be difficult depending on the deck. Obviously, if you're playing, you know, Salamander, this is going to be easy, right? Because it's also just on the field. So you could boost your own attack as well. So you could reduce your opponent's, or boost your opponent's, or boost your own, right? I mean, this seems fine. I don't know if there's anything, like, super interesting we can do with this, but... Eternity Aether Dragon? Yes, that's the one. That's the one. The Overrush Black Dragon, pay 500, destroy? Yes, that one. It's hard once per turn, though, the level 9. I mean, yeah, but if you just have it in the graveyard... You just bring it back with this, right? This is just another way to get access to it. It's a 2800 body, and then you can just bring back the other one, get a pop, go. Like, you don't have to, like, cycle it. Hi, Tamar. Tell Konami to unhit Dark Galaxy so I can enjoy Rush again, please. Dark Galaxy is still, like, a fine deck, right? Obviously, if you want to play, like, the Fusion variant. Yeah, maybe it's not as great, but... What is the difference in the art here? Is it just like this stuff around the outside? Because it's not up here, like the pumpkin. In one, she's smiling? These are so similar. It's hard to tell. So we've got a smile on the face. We got a frowny face. We got like some of the decor around the outside is different. There's just like more shit in this one. Like just going around. They're so similar. They're just so similar. Less ghosts. Yeah, I think the big thing is one happy, one sad. That's going to be the main, like, draw that people are going to have to these alt arts. And then these two. What's going on here? So we got open mouth, open eyes. One eye shut, closed teeth. Slightly colored difference. One's more blue, one's more like got pink around the outside. Yep. It's like some arts like these, I'm like, does this even matter? Is this even relevant to anything? On the duty, the other having fun. Oh, one on duty. I see. I mean, I can kind of get it. But it's just, they're in Halloween costume. It's just Necromaid Nana. It's just a maid. Like, dressed up as someone. I don't know. So we'll have another quick look at Galaxy Rush. I'll post this in the chat again in case anyone hasn't already signed up. Make sure you sign up for Galaxy Rush. You always want to sign up as early as possible because you might get a buy in the first round. But I'm really looking forward to this. This, again, very EU-friendly tournament. And if you're watching this now, there's a high chance that you're from the EU because it's, what, a very early morning in NA right now. So there's that. I guess we'll now get on to Chronicles. Because I want to watch Chronicles. And we'll do it now, and then we could just have, like, uninterrupted Rush for, like, the rest of the stream. So, let's check this out. So what was the last thing that happened? Ecclesia and Albaz were with the Tri-Brigades. Okay, I'm guessing this is like Golgonda. Do you believe in Yu-Gi-Oh! 9 Copium? I mean, I want to, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Come on, Ecclesia. Isn't she like a knight, effectively? Shouldn't she have more stamina than this? Here we go. Here we are. Oh, they look so amazing. The Springans. Oh, I'm so excited for the Springans. It's one of those things, a lot of people got really excited for Tri-Brigade, and I like Tri-Brigade, don't get me wrong. I think Tri-Brigade are fine, but like Springans are like so much more entertaining. Hello, Tomato, how's it going? Hello, United for Eternity. Welcome, welcome. We are watching the latest Chronicles right now. There's the Explorer. And when we finish this, we'll be jumping into some Rush Ranked. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Okay, here's Kit. Sprigganza-san. Alright, the Springans are awesome then. So you don't have to be startled. By the way, you are still tied up. Kitto. Kitto-chanだよ。Okay, where is this gonna go? There's got to be a fight, right? There's always a fight. Oh, Sargus! Competition. What is the competition gonna be? Alright, this already, to me, is so much better than all the other Chronicles episodes. The Springans are just so entertaining. What is she in there? Who is that referencing? Oh, so the Springans are like, I don't know, little dust things? Or like little ghosts or something that like inhabit the machines? The link to Tri-Brigade? Oh, right, okay. Are we gonna get the whole race? Or is it gonna cut it short? Like all the Chronicles seem to. I want to see Sargas more, bro. What's the other high-level Springans called? The main deck one. It's the one on the left there. Sargas looks so good. Golgonda! So this is going to be the big serpent? Oh, yeah. Is Albaz going to transform? No, of course it's going to cut off. It's the most frustrating thing with these Chronicles, is that they just end. They just end so quickly. And it's like... Alright, it looks like there's nothing else in here. I just want to see my boy again. Where is he? Look at my boy. Look at how great he looks in the back there. Oh my god. He looks so amazing. Let's put the music back on. Oh, I mean, that was okay. It was good, right? It was fine. It had the same issues that every Chronicles has, which is it's too short. I want more. I'm annoyed that I don't have this. Like, part of me is like, it might even be better just to wait until they're all out and then just binge it as like an actual 30-minute episode. Bear Brum. Bear Brum does make sense. Bear Brum does make sense. Golgonda looks brilliant. 4 to 5 minute episodes per month is what's killing these for me. Yeah, it is so like, because they're not awful. Like, don't get me wrong, they're not like peak. They're not incredible, right? The story like isn't insanely good. The characters like aren't having incredible dialogue, but they're fun. They're good, right? They're like acceptable. But the thing that like drags it down again is always just the infrequency in which they come out and just the length of the episodes. It's just like, ugh. Bro, does this Chronicles even have plot? It just looks like card highlights. I mean, so the plot was they want to get to the Springans as a place to basically protect Albaz, right? They want to like hide Albaz away or whatever. And now the Springans theoretically are going to do that. But now first they have to deal with the snake, right? They have to deal with the Great Serpent of Golgonda. Now, they're not awful if you don't count Sky Strikers. Yeah, the Sky Striker one was awful. Was actually awful. I don't know why we even released that. Sky Striker was just card highlights, but the Tri-Brigade eps do have a plot. Yeah. The thing is, right, they could have just added more fight to Sky Striker, and it would have been fine. People would have been like, oh, that was a cool, like, fight scene. But it was such a nothing burger. There was, like, no story. There was, like, basically no fight. It was, like, a sword slash. That's kind of it. It was just a nothing. There was just nothing to, like, want from there. Sky Striker is about gay sex. But we didn't even get that, did we, Sora? Like, what are we supposed to do? It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous, really. Alright. But with all that done, let's hop in and play some Royal Rebels. So we're just going to hop in. We're going to see how the deck performs. Hopefully, it won't lose every single game. So Mono had quite good success with this. So we're hoping we can replicate that, but we'll see what happens. That's if we actually find an opponent. This is the longest we've had to look for an opponent. So this could actually be a rough one. This could be a rough one. Sky Striker, hi Roa Bros. Hello, Rarity. We should also make sure we're actually throwing out our shout outs. We'll do the exclamation mark Rarity. We'll do the exclamation mark Hikari, because I haven't done Hikari yet today either. Is there anything else? Is there anyone else stopped by that we haven't shouted out? I don't think so. I think that's everyone. Okay, I think we're back on top. Winning, you'll gain a rank. Ooh, I didn't see what rank he was. This is a weird hand. We want to ideally put stuff in the graveyard. So the question is, are we activating Pot of Greed? I think we are going to activate Pot of Greed. I don't want it to get popped. Then we'll probably keep one of those in hand. Bin 2, summon 1. Imagine, do we even bother? Do we just summon 2 in defense? That's not awful. We'll go ahead and use Overture. We will send this. Then we'll summon this and this. Maybe I should have kept one in the graveyard for riding, but I don't want to just like have my entire hand clogged anyway, so... we'll go ahead and reveal Heavy Metal. I probably should have done this first as well. We'll put this in attack position. I think this is probably fine to just leave it like this. Let's see what he does. Again, we haven't played this deck, so I don't really have a good feel for how we want to be playing the deck yet. I wanted to get these two out because they had 2,000 defense. So now they have, because of the skill, they have 1,000 defense, which is they don't get pierced over as easily. But we'll see. Are you cog? No, I don't really want to cog at the moment. Because we have better... First off, you find more frequent games, typically, on the run-up to cog, and you get people playing real decks that are actually trying to win on the run-up to cog. In cog, it's always super random what you find. 2 Strike Ica Chronicles that were literally the same, but from 2 different perspectives, but that added nothing. Exactly, exactly. Okay, so he's going to pop our back row, which is fine. That's kind of whatever. He's only got 1 card left in hand. So he has to discard it. If he wants to pop the back row. And then what? We lose this? Oh no. We even get to keep our guy. Okay, this is working out quite well for us. Okay, if we use the skill... It puts us in a bit of a weird spot. He's also a level 9, so we can't pop him with this, and we can't gain his attack. What is the best way to go about this? We could just tribute this out. Not even use its effect, because we can't. And then just literally summon out a cul-de-sac. Attack over, because we'll be 200 over, and then get in for like 4,000 damage. That's probably the best thing we can do. Man, imagine if we had... Actually, I don't think it would matter anyway. I don't think there's anything better we can do with this. If we use the skill, it puts us in a really weird spot, so I think we are just going to do this. We'll normal summon Shout. We will normal summon over this and this. We'll special summon and reveal Chiron. Go to battle, swing over. So the only issue here is all of our guys have 0 defense. So there is a world in which he gets like Pot of Greed, Trombo, change one of our guys to defense, summon out the fusion OTK. Which is like kind of scary, but like there's not a lot we can do with that. Use Hard Rock, 2 cul-de-sac to face. Hard Rock was game. Oh, I forgot we had Hard Rock in rotation. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot this card was in the graveyard. How much would it have been? If we use Hard Rock... difference between... So Hard Rock would have been at 32. So we would have gained 100, burned for 100. Wait, is that lethal? Unless we did it before we summoned cul-de-sac. So we could have gone... Hard Rock would have then been at 28. So it's still just 100. That's still not lethal, is it? Oh, you gain attack equal to the attack. Alright, yeah, it's the burn that's different. It's the burn that's different. Right. Okay. It's fine. This is like our first game play in this deck, so it's fine if we make a couple of mistakes. So now the question is going to be, do we play into anything? I mean, do we just go heavy metal? The issue is... It depends what his back row is. It really depends what his back row is. I mean, cul-de-sac should be able to clear if we wipe his board. So it's going to come down to... If he flips his guy down, it puts us in a weird... Actually, no, it doesn't, because we can just flip back up. So I think we do this. Okay. Now we expect him to flip us down, because otherwise he's dead. Okay, so this is fine. Now we go curse. Flip him back up. What's the safest way to do this? No matter what, we only get 1 attack. So... I mean, summoning that doesn't get me a ton. Is Hard Rock the safest, though? Because, like, I could just get this out, right? I could just summon this, pop this, and attack. Or I could just go, use skill, get out Hard Rock, burn for a little bit, gain a lot of attack. Attack over it. That way, oh, because then we'll have cul-de-sac as backup. No, yeah, that does make more sense. Okay, so we'll do this. We send this. We bring back... I guess we still bring back 2, right? There's no reason not to. No reason to do that. Tribute both of these. Summon this. He has another trap card. Okay, so this is still fine, though, because we can still just use heavy metal. Oh, but then if he flips his guy down. It always comes back to if he flips his guy down, it's kind of awkward. I think you had game with the skill and without using curse. How would we have had game with the skill and not using curse? I think just to be safe, we just go to battle here. Because I'm pretty sure his back row was thingy, right? It must have been shady. Level 6 can attack directly. Game with the skill and without using curse. Yeah, but then we still would have had to deal with the set monster, right? So we still would have needed to get out something that could do 2,000 plus damage. Which means, like, we could have attacked over it. But so the thing is, it's always like trying to play around whatever he has. So it's like, can we play through Shady? Can we play through Slime? Can we play through whatever, right? We had so many different ways of finding lethal there. But it was like, what was the safest way to get lethal? The way that we did it there meant that we had an opportunity to burn him for the 100 and then gain attack. And then we could have summoned out the cul-de-sac. So that way, if he had a way to stop one of those things, he couldn't stop the other one, right? Obviously, if we feel the delay like we did there, we don't summon the cul-de-sac, right? So we're still in a great position because it means the Shady's up to us. The only thing that would have stopped us, I think, flat out, would have been either Slime or Negate attack. I think other than that, we had lethal through just about anything. If he had a second Shady, it would have been annoying because he could have flipped his guy down. But then, even then, we just tribute over our other 2 monsters, summon out a 2,500 attacker, and then summon out cul-de-sac. Or summon out cul-de-sac first. And then we still have lethal through that. So I think the way we did it was the safest way to do it. I don't know for sure. I will save this replay, even though we did make that mistake of not realizing we had thingy rotation. Also, why do I have 3 replays? I shouldn't have 3 replays. Let's go and delete some replays. Just be over it. Just summon another boss. Okay, but what was the least safe way to lethal? So the least safe way would have been if I just straight away tribute summon 2. No, all right. If I used cul-de-sac to summon itself, then tributed both to summon out heavy metal, then used heavy metal to pop his guy, and then just declared an attack. That's the least safe way. Because although I can use the skill, I've now lost cul-de-sac, right? So, like, you know, when you have 100 different ways to lethal, you've got to try and, like, find the best. Right, we'll get rid of these 2. That video is already out. We don't need that one anymore. Okay, let's go again. I mean, you could also do your plays and use curse after summons. So you can't use 2 second Shady. That makes sense, one. That definitely makes sense. We definitely should have done that. There is literally no reason at all to not do that. Why are we just stuck in... Okay, let's do this. We're like stuck in a loop on the sound, on the music. What was this? This is... Oh, Legend of Zelda, okay. Why? We're going first again with Pot of Greed in the hand again and Execute Your Riding in the hand again. I still don't really know how I want to play the early game with this deck. I kind of like the idea of keeping an 8 in hand, but I also really just don't need to. I think we always have this in attack position. Although he's just going to change it to defense and annoy me, but there's nothing we could really do about it. We'll go ahead and use Overture. We will send this to the graveyard. Then I'm going to summon just this out. Now, this might be a bit weird, but if he doesn't pop our back row, this puts us in a good spot. Let's see what he does. Because the main issue with this deck is that he gets out Charmy. We take so much damage. Oh, that's really not ideal for us. If he gets out Charmy early, it puts us in a really annoying situation where we're just going to take so much damage, basically for free. So, like, this is the best way to try and counter that, but he's also playing the deck that plays a million back row hate, so... Fuchi Bowl? I don't know what that means. Oh, you talk about football? Rip Pot. I mean, we'll see what happens with Pot. We might get to keep it. Alright, he's doing his little combo. We'll toggle off for now. There's no point in using it until the fusion comes down. Attack less than or equal. So it has to be when the 28 comes down. Activates the fusion. So this is where we toggle on. Again, we toggle just in case he's not paying attention. Alright, we'll go riding. Okay, so this can still clear something. There's nothing we can do about that. Has he got another fusion? Ah! I mean, I think we always had to do it there either way. It just does kind of suck. I mean, we might be fine, though. We're not taking anywhere near as much damage as we would have. Like, we would have probably just died had we not had the riding. What's the last card in hand? Why are we using Paladin first? Oh, because we're drawing a card. Okay. That's fair. Charmy. Change that to defense. Pierce over that for 1,000. That attacks over that, and then that clears that. Okay, it's a little bit annoying that he's also got a 1,200 attacker to clear the whole board. The back row is the scary part. Because what could that be? If it was a back row hate, he would have used it already. Unless it was like a Ghost Cyclone he just drew. Well, that's not ideal, is it? Alright, step 1, Pot of Greed. No delay, so it's not the legend. I mean, do we just go for the Doom? Doom is like probably the safest play, but we're getting like next to no damage. How much damage is that? That's 2,000 damage? I mean, that's not awful. The alternative is that we let him keep the board, right? We get rid of like 2 of his guys. Well, because he's got the level 3 down, it means we can't even use Thingy in a good way. We could gain his 29, burn for 4. We would go up to... what's that? 54? Attack over that? That's still not lethal, right? Trap hole or widespread? Yeah, I don't think we can play through it all is the issue. Oh yeah, he did use Pot of Greed. Yeah. Alright. I think Doom is probably the play here. There's no reason to get rid of you. Well, I guess you have high defense. That's the reason. There's no reason to do that. I mean, we could use this, but again, it doesn't accomplish anything. Right, we'll go for the Tribute Summon of Doom. There is a delay. The Trap Hole. I think we just weren't meant to win this one, lads. Makes no diff. If I flip this down... Like, what's the best case scenario? We draw 2, like, insanely good cards. I think we have to play for our win con, and our win con is flip this down. Unfortunately, that is not going to help us. I mean, yeah, we're just dead, right? There's no point in dragging this out. Let's just... Oh, man, that trap hole was so bad for us. The issue is we can't really do anything against trap hole, right? We literally can't do anything about it. Hello, Dr. Alex. Welcome on in. I mean, if it wasn't exactly trap hole, we were fine. Because we weren't attacking. So if it was widespread, we would have been completely fine. And widespread is the only other card that would have been relevant there. Because he had no cards in his hand. His whole field was filled up. So... He just had, like, the perfect card. He just had the perfect card. Like, what can we say? It's a weird one as well. I think a lot of people are still going to be on Trap Hole because it's like people want to be on Pot of Greed still. I mean, there's Cul-de-sac. Let's get Cul-de-sac out. I think we are going to do this. It's awkward because you either want to have, like, no cards or all of your cards, right? But these guys have, like, an okay defense value, so I think it's fine to just throw them onto the board. Right, let's see what happens. Legend Spell into Legend Trap. Classic, yeah. Dark Hole Device. Alright, well, here's the one of. Basically a Legend Spell. Adds back Pale. Just Pale and one other card in hand. Doesn't... What? What? Alright. Let's summon out Shout. There is a delay. So we can't use Shout, unfortunately. So we are going to have to walk into his play. But, like, that's fine. There's, like, nothing we can do about it, is there? So we'll go Phaser. We'll Tribute for Perion. I don't want to summon this, because then he'll flip them both down. I could just get him for 25. Right, let's just go battle. We'll just get him for 25. Because the alternative is that I get both of these flipped down, which is, like, just kind of annoying. He's setting. We know he has the Pale Rider. We know that this is almost guaranteed shady. The issue is if he never plays a boss, we can never use Shout. Okay, well now we can just summon. Because if he uses his effect, we're going to be fine anyway. So we want to get out Chiron. So we'll probably use the skill here. Because we can just go Chiron Pierce, and then that's fine on its own, right? We have to use the skill, get this, then we summon Phaser, then we go Chiron. Because we don't have a Chiron engraved at the moment. Where's your back removal? We're not playing back removal in this build. Right, we'll go Overture. We'll send this. We will bring back this. No. We'll summon out Phaser. Okay, Shady here is a weird one. Okay, so now the question becomes, do I just tribute out this? Probably. Then we flip one of them up. The issue is I can't get this out. So, well, I guess I could, but it will have to be after. We're only be able to flip one. So I don't think we bother going for that. I think we do this. There is a delay again. So that has to be a Legend Trap. Or Riding. I mean, Riding's annoying. Well, now that that's happened, I wish I had kept that in hand. Or I wish I had attributed 2 high levels, but I guess I just wasn't expecting Riding. I don't think we bother with that. Right, we'll go Curse. Let's take a look-see. God, just imagine if we had thingy still. That'd be so good. I can boost his attack. That makes it very awkward for us. Because boosting both attacks doesn't get me anything, does it? Not really. Gets me more cards in the graveyard, but like the maths doesn't change. Alright, I guess we'll do this. We'll reveal this. Summon this out. No delay there. Go ahead and tribute these. We'll also go Phaser. Activate Phaser. Bring back Chiron. Not that we're going to use Chiron, but... Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay, I mean, he had annoying back row, but we managed to get through a lot of it. Let's see what else he's got. Right, fusion draw. Okay. All of our shit is currently offline, which is fine. I mean, that's fine, as long as he doesn't mill 3 of the same level. Which he didn't. He only milled 2. He went Cataphract and Trancer. He's also playing Trancer, which is interesting. So that means he's got a maximum of 2 copies of Chrysaor. Goes into Theogonia. Okay. Theogonia's gonna, I assume, just bring back Chrysaor. Or I guess it could bring back Dark Prophet, depending on what he's got in his hand. Okay, Cry comes back. Cry got 2 monsters again, which is Prophet and Glob. Tear Thing is whatever. That doesn't really change anything here. Attack over that. Attack over that. Now, as long as we find a 7 or an 8, we should be good to go here. It's all 7 and 8s. Alright, what is the play? We can gain 3,000 and then just kill, right? So it's just Doom from the... what's his name? Hard Rock. It's just Hard Rock, right? And then we win. I think. I think that's what's going to happen. So we activate this. We'll send this. Bring back these 2. Add a card back to hand. Hard Rock. Then we can what? We can just activate this, right? Does it make a difference? No, it kind of does, right? No, because if I boost his attack... God, I'm trying to do the big think now. So I would boost his attack up, so he would take more burn, and I would gain more attack. So it is worth doing, I believe. So I can do this and this. Can he have riding? He absolutely can have riding. I'm going to stack all of my buffs on this. Tribute 2. No delay. Okay, we got there. Alright. I have to work out when it's good to use Perian. I think Perian is only worth using if I need their level up. So, for example, some of my cards say I need my opponent to have level 7 or higher, right? So I think that is a good time to use Perian. Or exactly a Hard Rock play. I don't think it's worth using outside of that, unless I have, like, a lethal line by boosting up one of his guys and attacking over a smaller guy, right? I think that's correct. Again, Perian is not a card I'm used to using. What do you mean no? What do you mean no, Hikari? We're trying to make Rebels a deck. Dark Galaxy has already been a super strong deck. Well, to be fair, Royal Rebels has had twice where it's been like the best deck in the game, so I can't also complain about that. But Royal Rebels hasn't been good in so long. It's been like over a year. United Kingdom. Let's go. Oh, is this actually like Galaxy? Is it actually like Galaxy? It is like Galaxy. We've gone first every single game, and I don't know if I like going first with this deck. It's really strange. Right, we always use the skill. I mean, does it make a difference what we send? We're always summoning it anyway. We probably don't need both of these in hand. The question is, do we get out Phaser or do we get out Shout? I think we're going to set Phaser. No, we'll set Shout. It's a really awkward one. So the reason we're playing Shout is because Shout is really good at dealing with getting their hand smaller so that they can't use Shady and so that we can use Curse. Right? That is the logic behind it. So Shout is sort of back row hate if you kind of squint at it, right? Hola, Don Tomato. Hello, John. Welcome, welcome on in. We're playing the Rebels today. Playing against Light Galaxy, who just sent 2 Extraplorers to the bin. And has nothing but spell traps. Okay. I mean, I guess we go for Chiron and see what he does. No delay. Okay. I mean, how big a play do we want to make here becomes the next question. Having Chiron and Phaser, I like having both of those in rotation, but it means doing less damage. Because we could either summon out Phaser Tribute 2. That gets me an extra... Oh, I've got 1,300 damage is quite a lot. Since there is a chance, it's a very small chance, but there is a chance it's lethal, I think we are going to go for the Tribute Summon. So we'll summon this. We'll go for Doom here, I think. We'll reveal this. Summon this out. Activate his effect. We're going to target himself because that plays around Widespread. Okay, he did have a big defense monster. 100 life! I don't know if there was a way that we could get an extra 100 damage in that. I don't think so, but... Galactica Fusion draw. I think should have summoned 2 from hand, then revive the one from graveyard with Phaser, and keep Shout in hand. Maybe. Yeah, we could have done all of that. I don't know if that changes a lot. I mean, just having Shout for a future turn could have been good. But, like, in that second turn, it wouldn't have made a difference, right? Because he didn't have anything in attack. If he did put something in attack, being able to get cards out of his hand could have been really good. Hey, is that Gunkin Suship Shari? How's the Rebellion going? The Rebels have been pretty good to us so far. We lost 1 game to Trap Hole, effectively. This is a weird line. We go into extra plasma. We haven't got any back row, so you're not getting an extra mills, just having a 3k guy. 3k and a 32. Just attack over 2 guys. So now, this is where we want Shout. This is where Shout would shine. No Shout, alas. Has to be 7 or higher. The skill can't get back anything that's low. He's at 100, so if we can burn with anything, we can win, right? So I guess we'll go for the skill. We'll send Chiron. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, we get out one guy, he uses the trap, and then we just go into the other guy, right? If he has a trap, that is. We'll save that one as well. That wasn't a bad one. We didn't get to see the end of the duel, right? But, like, it was all but one. The only way he wins there is he had 2 traps to stop us. And obviously, he only had 1 card in hand, so one of the traps would have had to been a legend. I mean, this deck feels really weird, but also kind of fun. I am enjoying this deck. I think I like this deck more than Metarian. As in, like, I don't think it's stronger, but I think it's more fun to play. Okay. Got a Japanese player. Let's see what they got for us. Playing Yuga. Yuga always seems like the fun place, right? It always feels like no matter what new deck you're trying out, Yuga is the one guy that just, like, counters it. Okay, we have the Shout. We have Curse. Well, we're doing this. I think we always just send this. And then we're going to summon these 2. Because they actually have defense. I don't really like setting him there, but I also would like to draw cards next turn. If only we could play the legend monster that we just got. No, we're not allowed to play him. He goes in a different deck. Right, adds the fusion. Adds Roadstar. Now, please do not discard Witch. Okay, he did not discard Witch. Right. Swordsman comes down. Tribute, summon out Witch. Witch effect, summon the second SRM. And then do we have a cat? If he doesn't have a cat, we're in a great spot. That'd be Giga Broken. Like Doom, Wipe Ward, Tribute Great Maju Gazette for 5. Attack for 5k. I mean, it would be really good. But it is again a legend. Okay, yeah, he does have... I mean, this is like... This is the next best you could hope for playing 7s if you don't have the Strange Witch in hand. So, like... I mean, he got a little bit lucky, but the only thing lucky is that he has a cat, right? And it's the wrong cat. So it's... This is kind of standard. This is what you would expect. So we take 18 there. He's going to boost up SRM to 3k. We're going to take another 18. We take 36. If we actually get to keep this, and we just draw something... Oh, okay, we're not going to... Okay. I mean... Yeah, I respect it. Oh. Is this lethal? We could just double cul-de-sac, right? No. It'd have to be single cul-de-sac. No, we could tribute out a cul-de-sac, so that's fine. How much is this then? That's 15 plus 42. That's not lethal. That sucks. What's the next best thing? I could just get one of these out, tribute both, summon this, use its effect, pop this, gain its attack, summon out cul-de-sac, attack over for, like, yeah, it's just way less damage. I think the issue is we get Giga punished by Charmy either way, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We're so close to lethal, but we just don't have it. At least I can't see it. Right, we'll go ahead and activate the skill. I guess we'll send Hard Rock here. No, we'll send Doom. We'll bring back you. And no, we don't want to bring back you because we want to summon you. We'll bring back you and you. I want this back in my hand. No, don't do that yet. Right, we tribute this out. We activate your effect. We boost this. And this. Then we tribute this. And this. Because I've also boosted his level. Oh, that's so good. Okay. I forgot about boosting his level, giving me extra damage as well. And then, you know, 21, 26. Oh, I completely forgot about the bonus damage from boosting his level by 2. I completely forgot about that. That is so funny. With old skill, yes. With new skill, no. Yeah, exactly, exactly. That was a beautiful turn. I mean, it kind of came together at the end. I would like to say it was completely pre-planned, but again, we completely forgot that interaction. And that's why I like Doom. The issue is, Doom comes up very infrequently, but when it does come up, it's so good. Hello, Pokemaster. Is Matarian going to be a meta deck? So we've just had a tournament. I'll go ahead and get the results up again real quick. And we just saw Matarian take 2nd place and 4th, or I guess joint 3rd, as well as a top 8 spot. So, like, it's already done okay. Now, again, it's only the first tournament, so take it with a pinch of salt. But the first signs are looking pretty good. We'll see if it manages to continue that or not. Our Royal meta. I don't... It's still early days. I hope so, Shui, but I'm not holding my breath. This hand is like the opposite of a good hand. And we're going 2nd, which is really bad if we have a bad hand. I mean, it's in the name. Yeah, I mean, Matarian got a top 8 finish like a couple weeks back, even before the new stuff came out, so... That's a tribute set, which I'm guessing we probably have... That's an interesting set of cards that we've just played. What is, like, the line with this? I mean, do we just use this to bring this back? Do I have to summon a monster? It says up to 2, up to 8. Well, either way, we're going to be doing this, right? We're not doing this. Right, I can't not choose it, so we have to summon it out. Then we'll summon this by revealing Phaser. So the other play we could have made, right, he has a delay, so that makes it this the correct line. The other play we could have done is just summon out both the Phasers, tribute them to summon out Perion, right? But then that has the issue of, if he's got a trap, that messes us up. So we would have had to summon out... And because of the way card economy-wise it works out, we have to do Cul-de-sac first. Did we use Hammer Shot just to make room? Was that, like, the big reason for that? Which 3 set Mirror Force Trust? I mean, maybe. Magical Stream. Okay, gets rid of our trap, which is like a minor annoyance because it actually was live there. The issue is, Phase's stats suck, so we're going to take so much damage from this. So he has Seven's Robe Magician in his hands. So if one of the sets is Fusion, we just get out Seven's Road, we go into Charmy, change this to attack, attack over this for 18, attack over this for like, what, 29 or something? Is that Null? Welcome, welcome on in, Null. Alright, we're just doing Charmy. So we're keeping the Seven's Road in hand. Hello, it's me, Phaser. We get to keep Phaser. I'll take that. Okay, so the chance... Right, that is actually really annoying because... Alright, we have to... We don't have a face-up level 8. If we had the ability to get one back, everything turns on, but we don't have that. What is our play then? We just have to hope. I could summon out Shout and then see if he just flips it down. I need him to use a trap card. That is what we need. We need him to use trap. No matter what, I can't beat Charmy unless he uses a trap. And putting our monsters in any position doesn't really matter. Right, let's go Shout. I really wanted him to... Alright, let's go cul-de-sac. We'll reveal this. Summon cul-de-sac. Still nothing. Bruh. Please. Please do a thing. Well, I guess you're going to defense. I guess we'll use this. What else am I doing? We'll go curse, change it to defense. Set. Go to battle. We can swing over, but like... Getting the +2 would have been so big. The problem is one of these two is going to be a back row hate. Like, it just must be, right? There's no way it's not. There's Ghost Cyclone. Okay, there goes the other curse. 42. Ugh. Mr. Alchemy. Because that means that only his 7+s can attack this turn. Aether Duelix, exactly. Good turn considering the circumstances. I mean, yeah. Like, in an ideal world, obviously, we just don't... We just have the skill online, right? In the ideal world, but... I mean, especially considering how many level 7+s we're running. But it's going to happen occasionally, right? Alright, Witch comes down. It's still got 5 cards in hand. Activate Witch. SRM. The question is going to be, can you get out Paladin and Charmy? If it's just Paladin or just Charmy, I think we're fine. Anyone know the code in the Albaz video? Do you mean the code to get the icon? How much is this going to be? I don't think he has that many in the grave. 39. Yeah, that's fine. Grand posted it. I can grab it for you if you want. That one. Okay, level 9 means our ideal out is going to be Hard Rock. So I want to tribute something out, which is probably just going to be Heavy Metal. Then use the skill, send this, get 2 more bodies, tribute both for Hard Rock. I think that is the best play we're going to have. And it'll also let us know if he has a trap card he can use. So tribute 2, summon. There is a trap. Okay. So what does that do for us? Can we do anything different now with this information? Because we'll go into Hard Rock. He'll use the trap. I don't think there's anything else we can do. I think we just have to walk into it. Like, how else do we get rid of this? We just have to walk into the trap, and then... You know what the play probably would have been? It probably would have been get rid of the cul-de-sac. Oh no, but that still doesn't work. I guess it kind of works. No, I don't think it works overall. No, it doesn't. There's no reason to not use Perry in here, right? Like, if we can't be over it, it's sticking around regardless. Alright, we tribute these two. So this is where he's going to use his trap. I'm assuming it's going to be Trap Hole. That went better than expected. I mean, I couldn't... So the other thing I could have done is tribute over to get cul-de-sac to the extra 200 damage because he has a delay on summon. It just wouldn't resolve, right? Ah, that's a bit annoying. Because now Charmy just kills me. Having the riding still active would have been huge. Yeah, we're just dead now, unfortunately. What's our win con? Like, he doesn't have any way to trigger the skill. No, that doesn't even need it. It just gets back to Charmy. I mean, this will be a good replay, I think, for a loss. So we'll take this. But I don't think there was a way for us to win that overall. Like, our win con was that he, again, didn't use the trap card. Like, we just summon out cul-de-sac and he just clicks no again. That was our win con. I already think we got further than we should have there. I wonder if he did the math or if he just assumed he would live there. It was very, very quick. Realistically, that back row... I mean, it could have been Compulse. Did he use Pot of Greed? I mean, we could look at his deck after this, I suppose. I was thinking, if it was... Because it might have just been Trap Hole again. In which case, both of our losses are to Trap Hole. Speak of the devil. Alright. I think we just... summon this out. Activate. Send this. Bring this back. Set. I think this is the best we got. Hello! Tester Maniac. Welcome. We're currently playing the Rebels. We did just lose a game, so we are kind of on our revenge streak against the plague that is spellcasters. We'll see if we can win. Flare, Sorcerer! Whoa! Calm down there. Ah! Okay. Don't have another one. No! You jerk! Okay, but he's got very few cards in his hand now. So, like, even this play doesn't do a lot, realistically. Like, we lose 2 guys. It's like, whatever. Oh, there's the legend gone. That's pretty big. Okay, we just need the skill to be online, and we should be, like, good to go here. How is the skill not online? How has this happened twice? How does this keep happening to me? Alright, Shout. We'll go up to 15. Cul-de-sac. We'll go up to 18. So we can attack over that, but then Shout can't clear that. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Ah! Why are we getting so unlucky? Okay. Unfortunately, there's just no way to clear this, is there? I could change this to defense, attack over it, but then I can't clear this. Ah, this is so frustrating. I have no way to turn Phaser on. Right, I think we just tribute over this. Then we probably clear Witch. And don't even bother using the spell. Oh, this just... Nothing about this feels good. How are we just drawing all of our non-high level monsters 2 games back to back? How is this happening? How do you feel about the new Royal Rebel support? Trying the new Music Princess fusions on my side. I think it's a step in the right direction, but they didn't like commit to it, I think is what it feels like. Okay. Summon out Sorcerer. I mean, now we could just summon anything and get out a Witch. Okay, here comes the Witch. Strange Cat comes down. Activate Fusion. How many bosses you play? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Almost half the deck. That's the... We should have been on 15. 15 would have solved all of our problems. Ow. I mean, we're alive. He hasn't got any back row. Right, we'll go pot of greed. Okay. What do we do with this, though? Because we don't have our cul-de-sacs anymore. So if we wipe the board, we can't get the Giga Value from that. It's got level 3 out, which means getting out heavy metal also is a little bit awkward. We could just gain the attack using him. How much can we get him up to? Do we have a second Perian? We don't even have a second Perian. Okay, so we can go 1 Perian, boost the attack up to 33, absorb his 33, so we go up to 58. We'd burn him for 7. That put down to 51. We'd be on 58. Minus the 12. So there's no way to lethal through that. We wouldn't be able to attack with anything else. If we can't lethal, is there even a point in going for it? Probably not. I think you got lethal. Where is the lethal line on it? If you have it, you got to let me know. You got to let me know in the next 138 seconds. I mean, we'll keep looking. I mean, I could burn him for 15, 18. Put him down to 4,000. Attack with another 13. That's still not lethal. I don't see it if we do have lethal. I'll tell you that much. You can summon hard and heavy with the effects. Oh, can I get out hard as well? Oh, because we got that and that. Right. Oh, because we have phaser. Okay. So we do this. We send this. We bring these two back. Activate this. Is that still going to be lethal, though? Boost that up. Then summon this. Summon this. I want the difference to be big, right? So I want to do that and that, I think. Then we summon. Do that plus that. We do that. We do that. That's 42, so we have to do this one. And we have to do this one. I mean, I didn't see a way to do more damage than that. You can just attack Roadstar? Oh, we could have just attacked Roadstar! Wait, then what was the point in summoning this? I think Louise just led us down the rabbit hole there. I was convinced we needed to use the heavy metal to win. The heavy metal was a red herring. And unfortunately that is going to be lethal because we have a 0 defense monster on the board. Alright. Unfortunately, that's not making it. Tap Magician for plus 400. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it was completely unnecessary, right? Like, that, we didn't need heavy metal at all. The trick to winning was using Phaser to get back Perian and get a second Perian activation. That was the trick to winning. Everything else was a red herring. I mean, really, I should have thought of it for myself, right? I should have just been able to see the line myself, but... We have a full football pitch! Let's go! Ah. We'll summon both of these. We'll set this. And we'll pass on that. Okay. I never know if I want to be doing these cul-de-sac turn 1 plays, but, like, it feels awkward not to. I mean, the only thing we're going to use Trap Hole on is an extra Plora. So we'll wait until he summons out a second monster before we even bother using it, or thinking about using it. Black Tiara, Eve. We're going to activate Eve. We're not. We're just going to go straight for the Universal Storm, so it doesn't matter. Then we're going to use Eve. Then we're going to use Pot of Greed. Alright, brother. Calm down. We're now back to 5 cards. Set. Okay, well now we need... like, Chiron. We can get him out. What does that do? Nothing, because we don't have Curse. Without Curse or Chiron, we don't really have a play. I don't really want to get this out of my hand as well. It's risky is the issue. Alright, I'm going to go for it anyway. I want to draw more cards, and if he just keeps setting 3, he's going to win. Like, we need to apply pressure. Then... I don't want to get rid of Phaser, and I also don't really want to get rid of Shout. Because Shout, again, is how we're going to beat set 3. So we'll go for the Phaser here. We'll tribute it for the cul-de-sac. I'm going to keep these 2 in hand. This might be a bit ballsy to keep 2 in hand, because it means we're only drawing 3. But hopefully this will be enough. This way we take away his resources, so he can't just have a massive pop-off turn. But, again, he wants cards in the graveyard, so he might just be filling up the graveyard to kill us anyway. We also have a bunch of 0 defenses, which means if he does have a way to change our battle position, that could also be kind of rough for us, but our attack points are at least quite nice. Oh, I haven't given you a shout-out either, Mono. We've been, like, so preoccupied. There you go. There's your shout-out, Mono. The Horde Girl Breeder. Mono Sync. Summons out Plora. I mean, he's already popped our trap card, so nothing we were doing against that anyway. We also have no back row, so we can't gain any extra value from Plasma, at least. Grabs back the Lilac. Summons out Eve, summons out Lilac, fuse those 2, go into Galactiara Eve, get back Eternal, not Eternal, regular Galactica Oblivion. He has access to Eternal if he wants it, but I don't think Eternal's going to be lethal. I don't think his graveyard's big enough. I appreciate Mono a lot, but does he ever sleep? Mono sleeps, but he sleeps like when you least expect it. It's like, oh, nothing's going on, Mono's asleep. He is going to use the fusion. If he has Secret Order, this could get very yikes. Because this on its own shouldn't be lethal. He'd need, what, 8,100 attack? Right, 3 Galaxy to the grave. And there's the order. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I think we still played the best we could. Because the issue is, again, like, we could have just, like, gone defensive or whatever. But the problem that happens there is you then run into the same issue of he'll play better in the long game, right? We need to stop him from getting to the long game. Because as soon as his graveyard's all set up, he just pulls out Eternal and just absolutely murders us. So we can't just play the slow game against him. Like, we don't have the trap cards to stop him. Like, maybe if we had Shiny Shady. And Shady is something I do go back and forth on. Because I think Shady is a little bit awkward in this deck because you want your opponent's monsters to be face up most of the time. But you can use it to stop yourself from dying in some situations. as well as Shady can flip your weakened monsters down, that they get weakened from your skill, which means they now have 2,000 defense again, which can be pretty good. I personally wouldn't say they're back. They're more like the kid at Caress series at the moment. They've come back, but are in cardiac arrest. I don't even want to begin to break down what any of that meant. Hey, we did find a boss. Okay. So that's a Turbadish. How much defense has Turbadish got? Probably a little bit more than I would like. Right, we will reveal this. We'll summon this out. No delay. Okay. Let's go shout. Then I'm going to set this. I'm going to set this. I guess we're using the skill, right? There's no reason not to. We'll hit this one. Kid Icarus. I see, I see. Recital. Are we playing Recital just because it's Music Princess on theme? Or are we playing Recital for an actual reason? Music Princess's breath. If she actually gets out full orchestra, this could be really, really annoying. Role player. I mean, it could be a role player. Is it Draco? Is this Draco's ult? Now that he's lost his account. Summons out Flutomahawk. Summons out Boton. What are we doing? Tribute Flutomahawk. Summon out Digisoon. Now we're going for Turbadish. Do we... Alright, okay. So we get back the Boton. We get back Fusion on top of the deck. Okay, I see the line. Is there a world in which we're just dead? And what's so wrong about that? I mean, I'm basically a role player. I don't play online much. I'm mostly using anime decks. There's nothing wrong with being a role player. It's just, it's not competitive, right? So it's like, it comes down to, is my opponent playing competitively or are they not? And when you know that, you can have an advantage or a disadvantage, right? That is going to be so much damage. Ow. Ow. Okay, I don't really like being on 12 already, but nothing we can do about it, so... No bosses in hand again, because we are the unluckiest person on the planet. So, are we just dead? He's got a 28 that we can't do anything about. Because even in defense, it has 2800 defense. Right, you're a liability, so you're going to go away. We'll summon out this guy. He has a delay, so he's got a legend trap or a riding. And there's just literally no... I mean, probably should have set this, to be perfectly honest. In my head, I was like, oh, I'll use Curse to change it to defense and attack over it. It's like, no, it doesn't work here. Alternate win con? Never mind. Forces trap, so you can draw a boss with Curse. Yeah, but how do I... we tried, right? We summoned out the guy to try and force the trap, but we didn't use it, so... I changed my build with only 5 spell trap, 1 legend, spell, and trap, plus 3 Curse/TSA for the aggro. Well, the main thing we've been losing to here is... I think we have to do this here. I mean, if he's got ballet, he's got ballet, but... I mean, we're just straight dead, right? There's literally nothing we can do. So we might as well just go next. Like, the main thing we've been losing to these last handful of games, like, all of these are, we haven't found boss monsters, right? Our skill isn't online, so we can't do anything, right? Like, it's happening a lot now. Role players are all just actresses who aren't getting paid. Skill issues. I mean, literally skill issues. We literally can't activate our skill. Like, theoretically, we should have a 7 or 8 in our hand every single turn. We're just getting, like, really unlucky. And now we're back to Yuga. Unfortunately, it's so awkward. I feel like if we draw nothing but high levels, we're in a bad spot. And if we don't draw any high levels, we're in a bad spot. In a lot of ways, it feels like Metarian again. Where if you draw nothing but monsters in Metarian, you're dead. If you draw nothing but spell traps in Metarian, you're dead. And in this deck, it's like, if you draw nothing but high levels, you're probably dead. If you draw nothing but not high levels, you're probably dead because you can't do anything. And it's like, obviously you'd rather have 5 high levels than 5 not, because you can actually do things with them, right? You can get like 2 of them, 3 of them out of the hand relatively easily. That's a lot of sets. Alright, let's see what we can draw. Go, curse. That's a kitty cat. We just have all of the Perians in the world. What are we doing with this hand? Like, actually, what are we doing with this? We don't have a Doom to punish the 0 attack monster. Or Doom. Hard. Summoning out Star Knight is pointless. Or, like, using Star Knight's effect is pointless. We'll only have 1 monster in attack, so Chiron is also sort of pointless. We could make Chiron the monster that's in attack, but then that still doesn't help. I mean, we're doing this either way. We'll do this, I guess, and we'll summon out this and this. No bosses are all bosses. I mean, that does seem to be the way that we do things now. Again, using his effect is pointless. I mean, we've left him on 2 monsters, which makes it awkward for him to use the Strange Witch if he has another one. But, I mean, are we even going to survive this turn? I think we might just be dead. Right, I'm starting to get the feel that this deck is not going to be very consistent, you know. I'm starting to get that vibe. Which is a bit of a shame. Because, like, I think when the deck works, right, when you draw cards in an appropriate order, it does feel quite nice, and the deck does sort of work. I think the deck feels very fragile because you lose to like every trap card, and you do have ways to play around some of them, but not all of them. I mean, maybe we should swap to playing back row hate, but the issue is the back row hate is going to be in there almost exclusively for trap hole, and I guess legends. It's in there exclusively for legends, because by having shout we can kind of already play through Shady. So that doesn't really matter too much to us. Okay. Here comes the big boy. What's next? We got a cat? Or is it going to be Swordsman of Roadstar into Paladin? You gotta have something. You can't have nothing. We're just gonna go straight into Master. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Depending on what else you've got in your hand, this might be the lesser of all the evils. This is currently only 21. That's 37. That's 49. I mean, we're alive. Master of the Seven's Road. We had the swordsman as well, so we could have just gone into paladin. I don't know if that would have been lethal or not. I'm too lazy to check. We still don't have hard, which is a little bit annoying. I mean, I think we have to go Doom here, right? I don't think we get the luxury of doing anything else. Activating their effects doesn't do anything except for the graveyard, which doesn't get me anything. Activate Doom. He hasn't used a trap. We had lethal. We had lethal. We had lethal. Yeah, we are on curse. We had lethal. We threw. So the trick was we just needed to summon this first, use his effect to boost his attack up, and that was lethal. Now, we die to just about anything. If he gets out Charmy, I think we're just dead no matter what he does. You can also double parry and boosh out. I needed you to say that, Mono, literally about like 40 seconds ago. I don't know how behind the stream you are. Alright, alternate win con. Alternate win con. The stream is quite delayed for me today, not sure why. I assume that's something on your end, but I don't know. Alternate win con! We take those! I mean, it doesn't really get us anything, but... We should have had lethal if we weren't stupid, right? Guy that Wrath the board can't attack almost seems balanced. Well, he only can't attack because of our skill. Too strong, nerf Royal Rebels. It was literally like intimidate him, right? If he doesn't read our skill, then as far as he knows, we can attack, right? So he's like, well, I'm dead, I might as well just give up. Royal Rebel tier 0. Alright. Let's see if we can take on this Tiger player. Saint Seiya, the Tiger player. Last time we played against this deck, we bricked really bad. And to be fair, that last game was also a brick. This is sort of a brick. Like, if we were going first, this would kind of be fine, right? Because I could just get 2 boys on the board. But we're going second, which means, like, I don't know, we could maybe get out a Doom Metal play. Set 3. I mean, there's Shout. Does Shout do anything impactful? He hasn't got level 7, so it doesn't matter. So it's just a body. We can just go into Chiron and then just summon Shout. That's probably the best we're going to get. Alright. We'll go Overture. We send this. We summon these. Actually, do I even need that? Yeah. We'll get these out. I can't use his effect because he doesn't have a face-up monster, so that's irrelevant. So now we'll summon this. See if there's a... If he flips this down or whatever, then obviously we don't do anything with that. Okay, we do that. And we'll summon out the Shout here. Go to battle. We'll swing with this. Right, so he has a delay here. Again, it's Recital. What is with everyone playing Recital today? Double Recital. What is going on today? I think players should not allow to have opinion on how skill works. If Royal Rebel can attack directly, people would complain about OTKs all day. I'm trying to work out what you mean. Like, if you could attack directly, then it would be overpowered. Because I think that's kind of true, right? Just because Doom Metal exists. If it wasn't for Doom Metal, I don't think it would matter. But because Doom Metal exists, that's why it matters. Like, the other Royal Rebel skill has a restriction specifically there, just to make it so that Heavy Metal isn't overpowered, right? Works against Joint Tech if it doesn't die. If it doesn't die. The thing is, Joint Tech is just not on the ladder. You just never see it ever. I want to see a Joint Tech after this game. We'll find a Joint Tech match in the next game. Okay. Where are we going with this? Are we going to discard 2? Because this will have piercing as long as we discard a card. Recycle is lore accurate. Real. You can OTK any board with Doom Metal and Hard Rock easy if we can attack directly. I mean, yeah. But I think, again, if it wasn't for Doom Metal specifically, it wouldn't be a problem. Okay, we're doing this. So we can get back, what, another 15? We're also adding a card to hand, which means theoretically... Does he have a second fusion? He shouldn't be playing 2 fusion, right? Oh no, it's because, yeah, we can have that, yeah. So activate fusion. He added a 15. Activate the effect, discard the boss. Reduce that one's attack. We're just like Giga dead, aren't we? Jesus. We are so unbelievably dead. And again, the only thing we could have done different is play our Shout in defense position, at which point we died a piercing anyway. So there was literally nothing we could do here. We lost from what? From losing the coin flip? We lost from not opening 3 cards we could set? Wait, what? Am I stupid? Could you not use this? Am I dumb? Or did he not? Did he have lethal? Did he just throw? You activate the effect. You put the fusion wherever you want. You activate this effect at piercing. Pierce over. Attack over the 0. Attack. Okay, I mean, now that we're, I guess, playing the game, what is our play? I mean, we have to... we could just summon this, but, like, what does that do? Get rid of that and then attack over that? It's nothing. So, we can go for a Doom Metal play. Wipe the board. I mean, is there anything big we could do here? Because I think we might still just lose this. Can't you see I'm blazing? Still my heart is blazing. Alright, I think we have to do this. We send this. We bring back this and this. Don't bother adding a card. We special summon this by revealing this. Summon it out. Activate his effect. Boost him up. Boost him up. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Summon this. Summon out Phaser. Activate Phaser. Oh, we had a thingy in rotation? Maybe that would have been better. Was there a way to win that if we had gotten this? But I didn't even realize he was in rotation. I don't even know when he went to the graveyard. We could have boosted him up to 4K. gained the 4k, burned him for 15. We'd have been at 6-5. Yeah, we had lethal. We had lethal. When did this go to the graveyard? How did I miss that? Oh, was it milled off Perian? If it was milled off Perian, I couldn't have controlled that. There was no way to make this work. If it was milled off Perian, I think it was. In which case, no, we couldn't have won. There wasn't a lethal line. Phaser where? He's in the bin. It's like baseball. Baseball is anti-shady and riding is anti-trap. Anti-trap hole. Riding is anti-trap hole. I don't think... I mean, like, it kind of is, but you play it to stop cards that, like... Like, I'm trying to think when is, like, a really good time to use riding specifically. I don't know if it specifically counters anything, like, really specific that Shady doesn't. You don't draw traps. Maybe we have a trap. Digiswing goes up to 32. I mean, this should just be lethal, right? If we had a spot free... Oh. Wait. Now I have to do maths. Are we alive or dead? That is 800 and that is 14? Is that 20? Am I alive? Didn't he have lethal if he just reduced the attack of... Oh, it's because he had Trumpet Tiger messed him up. Because it's not a warrior. If Trumpet Tiger wasn't Trumpet Tiger, he just wins there. Oh, we could just burn him to death. Whoop, whoop. Nah, we didn't do that. Trumpet Tiger, get bigger. Trumpet Tiger, get bigger. Doom burn. I mean, he absolutely... He did throw that right. We'll save the replay anyway, because it was a really funny game, and we like to have a funny one in the replays, but... Just attack, don't defend, as Tearfing was teaching us. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not saying it's okay and fine, but we already have an OTK that is immune to traps, and we've kind of accepted that, this in baseball. I mean, Miss Mutton is as well, right? I mean, if we take a look again at the tournament results, if we go back to here, like, Miss Mutton is outperforming baseball, or at least it was in the last format. So, like, it's basically the same deck, right? They both are very similar. They're both Secret Order, summon out normal monsters that can OTK, blah, 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 right? Basically, can I see your deck list? Yeah, you can see our deck list. We'll show it to you in the game. Tearfing is an OTK deck, but you can use traps to protect. I mean, yeah. I mean, same with, like, Galaxy, right? Baseball OTK require a lot of cards. Royal Rebel is a skill. Yeah, I think it's fine that you can't attack directly. The only way I would allow you to attack directly is if you also put a line in saying, like, you can't play... thingy. You can't play Doom Metal. I mean, do we just pog? I kind of want more bosses in hand. Let's just pog. Because if we set this, we're probably going to lose it anyway, so I think it's fine. Right. we will send you. Then I'm going to summon these two, because I don't want my 0 defense ones on the board. We'll set this. Both of these are really good, and I don't want to lose either of them. I want to have access to both, but... We'll set Phaser. We'll see if it ends up being the wrong decision. Because we're setting this because we have Curse, and because there's a chance that he can play around Curse, and this will turn Curse on. Oh, yeah. The issue is, on my screen... So, basically, the way it works is, if I have the Chrome window, like, open, whether or not it's, like, on my screen or not, it's always on OBS. But when it's not, like, when it's just, like, closed, that's when it goes away for you guys. So I just need to, like, minimize it. Means you didn't really read any of the thing I said, but it's fine. I agree with Mono, personally. Where I think, again, you could have it do that, but it's too OP as it is now. I think being able to combine Doom with the skill and being able to attack directly just means the entire deck would just be Doom Turbo. He's only got a 7. We don't even have to use the skill. I could just tribute 2. Summon that out, pop that, attack directly. Alright, we'll go Shout. Activate Shout. Oh! Does he see the writing on the wall? I would like to play this out, though. Just because this is the first time I'm actually using Shout to do anything. Go! 2 cards. What's the best way to do this? No matter... I mean, we probably want to leave this on the board. I could distribute these two. Go for this. Pop. Call it a day. And then that's potentially just lethal. He has a delay! No! We played around Shady, but he's just got something else. I mean, this is fine. Like, even if this gets dealt with, we could just use the skill. But, like, this would have just been lethal. I think. Would it have been lethal? 47. Is that actually 100 off lethal? Okay, it's riding. I mean, riding's a little bit annoying. We can now use Curse, though. But that will turn his other one back on, so we have to use it at the right time. So I can use this, pop that, gain the attack if I want. I could then just attack. See what the draws are? Or go for the skill. Pop that, summon that. Gain his attack. It's probably still worth. We'd have to do that first, because if we give him cards, it'll turn on Shady if he has it. Right. Activate the skill. We'll send this. We'll bring this back. We'll add this back to hand. We'll activate this. We'll boost this. And this. Activate his effect. Pop this. We'll go 1, 2. Summon this out. Activate his effect. So now I could change this to defense. And then do nothing else. I think we just go to battle with this. To be honest. I think this is better. Go get him! Yeah. Because I could have changed him to defense, but then, like, what does that get me? I just don't do any damage. Like, maybe the draw is really good, but I couldn't even use the second one because he'd have 2 cards back in his hand and we'd already used Shout. Right, reveals Digisoon. I never complained about that. I care about the actual game balance. You just can't see the future of Royal Rebel that can attack directly. I mean, yeah, if you could attack directly, it would just get nerfed into oblivion, right? I don't agree with you then because we already have OTK decks like Tearfing and Baseball. But again, it's different, right? One is like built in, so you're going to do it almost every game without fail, right? And then it suddenly becomes like you have to just set everything to not die constantly, right? Anyway, about this game is remove skills. Probably the truest comment. Just play EDO Pro. Yeah. Just now, you're complaining about skill not letting you attack directly. Join Tech dies. I mean, no, Join Tech Pros. Hikari the traitor. I'm not a traitor. I didn't change sides. Nah, it definitely sounds like traitorous behavior. Was there a reason to reduce Hard Rock down? Oh, because that's it. That's the entire turn. I mean, Royal Rebel Shout can still use its effect. Look, I'll show you. He's playing Gaia! I was not expecting Gaia. Okay, let's special summon this. Let's see what he does with this. Has he got a delay? No delay. Go get him, chap! Yeah! Professional traitor, I can sense one out at any time. Love to see it. Deck is very bad. I don't understand why this skill has so many restrictions. They could bring so many to help too, but they didn't want to help the little demons. I think, alright, I get what you're saying, right? But I think the difference is, I think if we do what Louise is saying, and we take out the restriction, the deck becomes way too strong, and then it needs to get hit in some way. If we do what they've done, the deck feels a little bit too weak, and it feels like, it's playable, but it's kind of eh. What would have been ideal is a middle ground, where you don't just let them attack directly willy-nilly, but maybe you do something else, right? So, for example, if you change the skill so you can attack directly, but you can't play Doom Metal, I think suddenly that now becomes a bit more of a balanced skill. You could also just given us more Royal Rebel cards, like give us progressive. I don't even think progressive would be that busted, just because we already have the traps to deal with it, right? We have the counters to progressive already, therefore give us progressive, right? That's my take. Can't even play the Dark Demons in the skill. I mean, yeah, but again, that is probably, again, a big restriction. Okay, this is a... I mean, this hand's actually pretty good. 5 cards and extra is a bit weird. Okay, we'll do this. We'll send you. We'll grab back you and you. Probably just going to set Shout here and then call that a day. I want the cul-de-sac for next turn, just in case we feel like we need it. Why not half damage, like the old Metal Gear skill? I mean, you could. The issue then becomes it's still quite easy to get out a 2500 guy that wipes your opponent board. Then you'd have to summon out 2 other guys. I mean, the way they've got it set up now is sort of that anyway, right? Because basically you're saying your bosses can't attack, but your other guys can. So, like, in a lot of these games, we've done, like, double cul-de-sac attack directly for 42. That's sort of like halving the damage, except it's not, right? And if anything, it actually hurts it more to do it that way. Okay. We could activate the skill, do that, summon that, use that, boost. Oh, you're going to be in the way. I'd have to tribute you out the way. Then, bam, bam, boost that up, boost that, get rid of both of these. That would be 1400. Then it would be 42. So that's 56 plus the 5 is 6,000. Okay, so it's lethal if the back row's nothing. So we'll try for it. Right, tribute to summon. Activate the skill. Send this. We summon back this. And this. We don't need to hold these in our hand. Yes. Give me back this. Activate the effect. Boost this up. And this. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Summon this. Special summon by revealing this. Summon it out. Activate the effect. Go to battle. 26. 21. Did I miscount? I miscounted somewhere. I miscounted somewhere. Where did I miscount? I guess it doesn't really matter where I miscounted. What matters is that we did miscount. I counted it was 100 over lethal, not 100 under. So we must have just miscounted somewhere in there. Why are we always 100 off? It's just the way they balance Royal Rebels, is that every time you do any kind of maths, you'll get it wrong and be 100 off. Every time. That's part of the balance. Part of the game balance. That would be cool. We could have progressive, but Konami don't want to be progressive. Exactly. Can attack directly, but of less that 4700 attack or whatever the other skills restriction was. It was what? 20? It was 26, wasn't it? Didn't they change it to 26? Unless we're talking about the other one. The old one. The really old one. How about you being able to attack directly once the turn you use the skill? And if the monster attack is different from the original, the damage is lowered in some sort of way. I think that's very convoluted, and I don't think that actually solves any of the problems. Personally, but, like, I could be wrong. I haven't thought about it a ton, right? I would like to know what Tomato is talking about. My live is mute. Your live is mute? So, is Luis Fernando just, like, reading chat and not accepting any of my input because he's just, like, muted me? I'd love it if that was the case. That'd be so funny. You can attack direct with level 5-6 still, yeah. So can we play like the really old level 5-6 Royal Rebel we got? What, Growl? You want to play like Growl and Rocker? So Growl has the ability to reduce their attack. So like you could do that. The best one realistically is just going to be Cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac's always going to be the best one. Thank you for the follow, Thick-Brained. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Cul-de-sac, again, is like, it's an 18, effectively, that can, if you have two of them out, they both become 21. So that's like the most damage you're going to get in without using some like outside help. Right, obviously, you know, we can use Perian to also boost them by 500, sometimes more than once, right? All Royal Rebel skills have big no-nos. It's because the thing is, right? Part of me is like, does it matter? If you're playing against Royal Rebel, you can just set everything and then sort of be fine against almost everything they can do. So it's like, oh, we do want to save that one actually. That was a oh, we're now out of replays. Also, the game is now running like sludge for some reason. Alright, we'll go back to our favourite replays. We'll get rid of our thingy one. We got what? 1, 2, Music Princess. We have 3 Music Princess. We don't need 3 Music Princess. I have no idea which one, like, the worst one was. We'll get rid of this one. I have no idea if it was a better one or a worse one, but I don't think we need that one. I would like to play more bricks. Sign me up. Yeah. Exactly. That's the way. Konami don't like Royals and Sidra. I think with Sidra, it's going to be a break glass in case of emergency. They're going to... When they release, like, the big Sidra support, that's going to make it really, really good. Like, the Chimera Tech and stuff. That's going to go well. Because there's still so many Sidra cards we just don't have still. Now, maybe Louise is outside and didn't bring headphones, but still wants to watch the stream. That's insane. No one wants to watch my stream that badly, okay? I refuse. Maybe he just doesn't like your yap. I mean, that would make the most sense, right? Like, logically, that would make the most sense. That's a hand. It's not a great hand. It's a hand. The issue is, what do we do against this deck going second? Because he's probably just going to set a bunch of stuff. And then we're going to be in a situation where, like, if we go aggressive, we get punished. If we go defensive, we get punished. Hello, Perian. See, there's just no good outcome here. Only watch when he's not yapping. Well, Pro Manicus, you have, like, nothing to actually offer the stream, so that's fine. You're barely even a member of the community. Right, we're summoning these two for shoresies. We're almost certainly special summoning this. If we summon it in attack... Is there a difference between putting it in attack and defense? If we put it in defense, he just changes... Well, he has to change something to attack, right? So we change this to attack, pierce over something else. If we put it in attack... he could change it to defense. Which doesn't really change anything. Getting an actual swing in here doesn't do a lot for us. Because we don't even really want him to be on one monster. But it doesn't, again, make much of a difference. We'll go ahead and reveal that we have another cul-de-sac. Why not? We'll just get this out in defense. Okay, so he has a delay. So probably Shady. And we're just going to pass. Killing just one of his guys doesn't seem worth it. It just means he can just turn on Strange Witch. Draw Curse, rip. If only. Well, he got Pot of Greed, so he's already off to the races here. We're probably not going to win this one, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Finally, I can hear your beautiful voice, my streamer. Hello, Louise. Welcome, welcome. It's great that you can hear us. Maybe we should get, like, voice to text. So, like, when I'm speaking, I can give you subtitles on the stream. Although, they'd probably be really small on a phone, so I don't know how useful that would actually be. Well, we probably wouldn't have been able to clear anyway, because he's got an 1800 defender there. Okay. So my expectation then is that he's going to change cul-de-sac to attack and attack over one of the 1000 defenders. Attack over cul-de-sac with Seven's Road. If I'd put cul-de-sac in attack, would that have changed the math? If he wanted to get the piercing, he would have had to change one of my other guys to attack position, which would have been better. Okay, so I should have put cul-de-sac in attack, I guess. As long as it's not like YouTube auto subtitles, then we're good. I actually got a comment on one of my latest videos telling me to stop using the auto translate stuff. And I'm like, first off, I don't do that, right? YouTube does that. And second off, if English isn't a language you speak, then I think the translate thing is great, personally. Straight to battle. Okay. Gets 18 in there. The issue is, he's got 3 back row, and we know he has a Shady. So, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. None of that helps. Alright, we have to summon out cul-de-sac. I guess we don't. Ah, this is so awkward. Because if he's going to shady it, we don't want to use cul-de-sac early. Right, we'll do this. What can I add to my hand? Because I can't add the card I sent, can I? Yes? I can add this. I thought the skill said I couldn't add it. Oh, it's just any. Okay. Did it used to have that line of text on it and they took it out, maybe? I don't know. It's not really important, but... I mean... We'll do this, I guess. It's not going to resolve is the issue, so I don't think it actually matters. We'll put it on there. Alright, then we do this. Now he'll flip this face down, and then we activate Curse. So cul-de-sac can clear Charmy, so I think we have to flip the Charmy down. I can flip his guy back up. That's almost guaranteed to do nothing for me. Obviously now in retrospect, now that we knew we were going to draw this, we should have done that in a different order, but hindsight's a bitch. And he's got another trap card he can use. I mean, we have to clear both of these, right? We can't not. Which does mean that it's going to turn on Strange Witch. Again, there's not really a lot we can do about that. Traps don't exist. They can't hurt you. How have we gotten back to A Link to the Past? Alright, Swordsman of Roadstar. Please do not send your Swordsman of Roadstar on the field to the graveyard. That is the scariest thing you could do. He also probably has back row hate, because we just haven't been setting back row. Part of me is like, we need to go all in on more back row, and part of me is like, we need less back row in this deck. And I can't make up which one is better. I can't decide. I cannot make up the mind. Auto-translate for Rams Rush dual videos, and although the AI voice can be a bit weird, the translation is decent, around 70% accurate. I mean, that's the thing. If it just allows you to watch something you otherwise couldn't understand, you just couldn't really watch, I think it's just good. It's a good thing. Do you see the new Red Eyes? It's very broken. It's pretty cool. I think it's decent. We did talk about it at the beginning of the stream. Yo, is that Jet Strong? Welcome, welcome. No, don't go Cyclone B! Well, that was the good trap. He's probably going to have a second back row hate. Oh, do not tell me you had one back row hate and you hit the right one. God damn you. We're at 27, so we're just dead then, right? Because he just changes one of our cul-de-sacs to defense. Did you not have a way to Charmy? You must have had a way to Charmy. I refuse to accept you had no way to Charmy when you had the skill live and you had Cat. Ow. I mean, we'll take it, I guess. 2 cards in hand. This is where Shout would be great. Unfortunately, we don't have Shout right now. Okay. How do we play this? He's still on 6,000, which really doesn't make this easy for us. I don't think there's a way to find lethal one way or another. I could just flip this up. Attack. Oh, bear in mind, he has a combat trick back there as well. We use that. It's not going to get us a usable body. We could get back Chiron. Use that to do that. We could just summon Tribute both for this. That will get his trap card used, and then we go from there. We do lose our phaser, but I think that's fine. Right, we'll summon, see if there's a delay. Okay. I think we'll go for this now. Right, this should force a trap. So he's got to have slime then? It's got to be slime or a legend. It has to be slime or a legend. Okay, widespread. That's like kind of annoying. He has another back row that he can use now. So he's got to have slime as well. So he had slime and legend. I mean, we have got trap cards. So like we might just be fine here. We might just be fine. It depends if he has double back row hate and hits the right ones. Nothing we can do about that guy. We're going to have to respond to this because this is now lethal. Wait, can we not use it? Oh, it's because he's adding that as well. Okay. So we have to do this, otherwise we're dead. I guess Perian makes the most sense. That is very annoying. So we're back to being dead. So we have to use our second riding, and then he's going to just combo off and kill us. Oh, that's so annoying. But we have to do this. Otherwise, we're still just dead on board. That's so annoying. That is actually so frustrating. So his back row was Widespread Ruin, XQE Riding, and Slime. That was his back row. That is so crazy. I mean, yeah, we're just dead. There's nothing we could do from here. We'll let him finish us off, but... Bruh, we just got, like... It really feels like there was just no possible way for us to win this one. Like, just straight up. Because again, we could have not used Riding there, but then he just goes activate Seven's Road Effect, go combat win, and then we're just dead. So we had to use it. But then if he just had any way to activate the skill, then we were just dead. So, I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. What's the name of the soundtrack? So this is Persona 4 OST, Like a Dream Come True. Should have used Shady. I mean, we don't have a Shady at the moment. So I keep going back and forth on Shady and whether or not I want it or not. Shady is nice because it can, like, prolong the game. It can, like, drag it out. But it also puts you in a really awkward situation where now your opponent's board's face down. So now you need to have a way to deal with that, which you don't really have. Right? That is always going to be the issue with Shady. Like, it solves one issue and creates another. Like, Riding is a weird one, because it's obviously nowhere near as good as Shady. But it doesn't create that second issue. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I keep going back and forth on it. I think there is a world in which we play like a more trap-heavy version of the deck. But something has to come out for that, right? It's like, what do we remove to make room for more traps? To try and slow the game down to a point where we can kind of do what we want to do. Because the other thing is, we're also not playing back row hate. And it's like, I mean, we could put back row hate in. Like, back row hate would have helped there. But back row hate specifically is really good to help us against execute riding and trap hole. Or just legends, I suppose. Ah, this is a really annoying hand, actually. Because we got the 7. I mean, we can get the 7 back. That's fine. So we bin this. We summon this. We reveal this. Summon out cul-de-sac. Summon out phaser. Activate phaser. Bring this out. Set this. Pass. Alright. You try Sidra after the buff in the skill. Did we try Sidra after the buff? Yeah, we made a video about it. We made a video about it already. It was kinda mid. Play 2 of each and test results. The issue is when you play 2 of each, it gets in a bit of a weird spot where you won't necessarily see one or the other more often, right? So it puts you in a bit of a weird spot. The thing with Shady as well is, like we said this at the start, you can use Shady to like flip your like the guys you bring back face down so they get their defense back. I don't know if that's actually relevant, but it might be. I almost feel like the main thing we want from Shady is just the life points. I mean, are you going to attack cul-de-sac and leave us with both of these? Because, like... I'm just going to lead me with Chiron? That can change position? No cards in hand. I'm feeling pretty good. Alright, let's go... Shout. Step 1, shout. No delay. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Summon. Activate the effect. Let's get rid of this. Change this to attack. I guess we're just going to summon you? Activate your effect to play around widespread will boost itself. Sometimes it's really easy. Tomato! Hello, Victor! Welcome, welcome on in. I think I keep going back and forth on this deck. I think this deck is fun if you don't brick, right? For the most part, we had this little loss streak. But other than these 4 games, it's been pretty chill the whole time. And those 4 games were bricks. Right? I think there was one... No, there were 2 games, I think, that we had no chance of winning. Like, just like, the way the cards unfolded, it was just like... There was no way with the hand that we had that we could do anything, right? But, like, the other 2 were just, like, straight up bricks where we just, again... Nothing we could do with the hands, right? Baby, 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 baby. How you doing tomorrow? We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I'm not liking this hand very much. Maybe as a going first hand, this would have been better. I hate spellcasters. At least, like, playing this deck, I hate spellcasters. Do we hold this? I guess we should. But then if we hold it, we can't use that. I mean, we haven't got a play right now, so I guess we do just have to curse immediately. Up you come. Okay, we'll go for this. We'll send this. We'll summon this and this. We will then special summon by revealing Hard Rock. Let's see if there's a delay. No delay. Oh wait, I didn't actually want to boost this, did I? That was silly. Oh well. I mean, I suppose we gain... Oh, it's not even a high enough level! Well, I'm just a big, silly person all around, aren't I? Alright, we'll summon this. Activate. Was there a better play than, like, with the power of hindsight that we know that that was just a stupid play? I forgot this could only use it on 7 and highs. Because I could get it up another 2, but that doesn't change anything. So ironically, flipping up a 0 actually caused us more issues than it helped. Okay, so we're doing 500 less damage from buffing it. That's like the main difference that happened here. I mean, so he can now use the skill to get rid of this, so maybe attacking there wasn't the best option. Hey, Valley. I think it's fine, because I don't think there was a better play, right? Like, if we made a mistake, and it was like, oh, we should have done X, but instead we did Y, then it's like, okay, that's bad. But if there wasn't a better play, I don't think it matters. Like, we did 500 less damage is, like, the outcome there. I mean, if we get him down to less than 500, then yeah, sure, that's a big no-no. He did send that, but he hasn't got... Oh, this is just for Ghost Cyclone. Okay. I mean, yeah. See, this is where attacking that kind of let me down. Because he could have sent the other one, but then the cat still wouldn't have been online. He would have had to find another way to get it in the bin. Okay. The question is now, can he build a board that can clear my entire board or not? Because none of this is restricted. All of this can change battle positions and everything. The misplay was done when you chose the deck. Quantum, no! Exclamation mark. Quantum. Always got to give a shout out to the boy. I watched some of your tournament last night, Quantum. I was so shattered. I really wanted to play in it. I did sign up for it, and I really, really wanted to, I really wanted to play in it, but I was just so tired. I was just so tired. But I am going to be playing in Hikari's tournament today, so I am looking forward to playing in this meta. I still don't know what I want to play in the tournament. Part of me wants to play this deck, but part of me also feels like this deck is kind of throwing. I don't know if there's going to be like a really good build that people are going to come up with. A Rebels playable. I'm sad I pulled all the Rebel stuff over pulling the Matarian stuff. Rebels are playable. I wouldn't say they're overly consistent in what they do, and they can be a bit brittle. They can fall apart quite easily depending on the back row your opponent's got. But hello, card fighter. I think they should nerf the spellcaster skill so it can't summon, can't send monsters from the field. They could. That would be a decent nerf to the deck, to be honest. You know, you do that instead of limit 3ing the cat. But at this point, I don't think it's going to happen. No, why could I be so mean to Rebels? Play Music Princess, we need a hero. I mean, Music Princess is a deck that we definitely could play. I don't know if I have 3 of each of the cards yet, so I might have to grind those last ones out. Oh, so you're going to go for a board clear but lower damage. Okay. That's fine. I mean, if we don't take as much damage, I don't feel as bad. We'll take 500 there, we'll take 800 here. And then that's it. Wait. Oh, you can't attack because you use Mr. Alchemy! Okay, I mean, that's pretty good for us. We can turn off his Shady if it's a Shady. We'd have to lose another card. Can we kill here? Use the skill, boost this up. We can only boost it once because we only have 1 Perian. We'd have to bring that back. Oh, no, but that doesn't work. Because if we summon out Shout, he's now in the way, so we can't use Hard Rock. That puts us in a bit of a weird spot. So we can't use Shout. We have to just go for the Hard Rock play and see what he does. That's a little bit yikes. That's very yikes. Or we summon Shout, activate the effect, discard Curse, tribute both, summon out, I don't know, like Perian. Then use the skill, send Hard Rock, put Hard Rock back in the hand, boost that one's attack up to 33, and that should be lethal. Okay, I think that's right. So we summon, activate Shout, get rid of Curse, then we tribute both, summon this. This mills the top card, right? We might as well do this, because if we do get the other one. Activate the skill. Discard. Bring back you and you, I guess. Add a card back to hand. You. Activate your effect. Boost you and you. Tribute. Tribute. Summon this out. Activate your effect. Gain your attack. Set this. Go to battle. Swing. And that's how we win through Shady. Alright. That was a good one. That was a good one. Did we save this replay? I think that's our last replay slot. Okay, when you do plays like that, the deck feels so much fun. It's so much fun. But it's like, how often do you do plays like that, right? I don't know if I'm going to play Galaxy today. No, you got to play it, Jestrong. You got to do it. Can you use the Guide That Regeki? So the Guide That Regeki is pretty good. But he's like, you either use it as like a, I just need this board gone and nothing else matters. Or you use it as a, I'm going to wipe the board, then I'm going to summon like double cul-de-sac and get in for like 42 on top of whatever burn damage. So if your opponent puts like 18 levels on the board, you can just OTK them with a Doom Metal. But it's like, how often is that going to come up, right? It came up like once today, I think, but it doesn't come up often, right? You got one more replay slot, it says 9. Yeah, but we had 9, and then we've just saved that replay. So now we've got 10. I'm not ready to play RB today and draw 3 blue fangs in my opener. The thing is, I do like it when people bring decks like RB, because it stops it from just being like everyone's playing just the new, like, when it's the first week, you get a lot of people just playing new stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. You'll also get people that are just like, quote-unquote, tryharding, that are just like, I'm bringing Join Tech, I'm bringing Join Tech, I'm bringing Join Tech, or I guess the mini version of that is like, I'm bringing Spellcasters, I'm bringing Seven's Road, right? But then, like, when you get the other variety, it allows the new decks to experience what it's like playing against other decks that aren't just the best deck in the room, right? I was thinking use Regeki Guy and kill with Cul-de-sac plus level 4. Would that have been enough? Regeki would have been 8 plus 7 plus 4. So that would have been 19. He was on, what, 36? So yeah, definitely would have been enough. I didn't know he had Shady. Well, so we didn't 100% know he had Shady, but we could play around Shady, right? So we just thought we'd go for it. That's a hand. None of this, like, does anything. So we'll do this. This would be a much better going first hand, realistically. This is not going second hand. Because, like, he's not going to do anything going first. Going first, we can at least just throw a load of this stuff on the board. We either just summon a guy in attack, or we just get some guys out in defense. I think we're just getting some guys out in defense, right? We don't want to get our 0 defense guys out. I think that's it. I think that's the turn. Because, like, we contribute a guy out, and what does he do? Like, how does he help? We have one guy, we attack. Okay, now we can, like, turn on his ability to... I guess that wouldn't matter. Well, he was already tribute set, right? So he's got a witch on the board. So... I don't know. I think we were just kind of damned if we do, damned if we don't there, if I'm being honest. Like Matarian. RB is a deck I'm becoming known for. I mean, that's a good thing, though, right? Like, I mean, it depends. Sometimes it's not, I guess. But, like, I do like it when people in the community get kind of known for a deck. Because then it becomes like, oh, he's the XX player. Or they're the something player. It's like right now, Quantum's the Miss Mutton guy. Everyone knows Quantum's the Miss Mutton guy. And now Hikari keeps stepping on Quantum's toes. And we have to tell Hikari to stop playing Miss Mutton. And let Quantum be the Miss Mutton guy, okay? How is the deck feeling tonight? I had to take a break from watching. The deck is fun, right? The deck is fun. I think if I was playing this competitively, like if I was taking this to, like, I don't know, like a league or something, this would frustrate me because it doesn't feel overly competitive. It's not consistent enough to be, like, always good. And I think that's what makes it feel kind of bad. Matarian is strong, but I don't think it's better than Jointech and 7s. I think I'm inclined to agree. I think it doesn't help that it has a really weird matchup into both of those decks. Well, this is going to hurt. We might not be dead. Hey, Duke, welcome on in. I'm the Miss Mutton guy, she the Miss Mutton girl. I mean, that kind of works as well. That does kind of work. Okay. 7's Red Witch comes out. That might be the difference between life and death. $45. How much is that? That's 2,000 plus 18 plus 16. So we are alive. We're almost dead. There is a slim chance we could win this. It's now not looking great for us. So we have to just doom, and that's it. It's doom pass is the play. Like, right, so the highest amount of damage I could do is I could go hard rock, because we don't even have a parry in rotation. So it would just be Natty do the 400 damage, still the 29. The 29 would put us up to, what, 53? No, 54. 54 attack over this would be 38, plus the 400 burn. So we can do 42 is the maximum damage we can inflict. And we'd leave him with a whole board. So, I guess we're doing this. It really doesn't matter what we bring out. If anything, I just don't want some of this stuff in my hand. For the off situation that we don't just immediately die. Right, out they come. No point in adding a card back. We'll tribute 2. Summon this. Doom Metal! Unfortunately, that's all we got, so... We tried! Maybe he bricks! Maybe he bricks! Did you win against 7's Magician deck? I mean, we've won against it a bunch today. We've also lost against it a bunch today. Are you saying there is a chance? Is that it? Am I alive? No! He was baiting me so hard. I mean, alright, we're gonna lose 16. So we're gonna drop to what? 900? So like he needs a 15 or a 16. Okay, he doesn't have it. Oh! So that's what, a cat? That's gotta be a cat, right? Is that Pog? Go, Pot of Greed! No delay. Although I don't know if he's seen Pot of Greed from him. So he shouldn't have Compulse. We can flip his guy up just immediately. But I think we save that to the end. What is the line here, is the question. We could just go cul-de-sac, flip up, go to combat. We're on 600, so we're going to like die to anything anyway. I think it's better that we leave a spot open. So I think we do just start with cul-de-sac. There is a delay. So this has to be riding, right? It has to be riding. Because it's a special summon. So with that in mind, do we just curse immediately? I think we do. I think we just go curse battle phase. If he has negate attack, widespread, or slime, there was nothing we could do anyway. Oh, okay, we got away with murder there. Unfortunately, we're out of replay, so we can't save that one. Although I think we already have like 2 or 3 spellcasters. They're not all making the deck, the video, so. 7's classic. That was almost win. It turns out it was a win somehow, so we'll take that. Is that Pro Straight in the chat? Hello, hello, how are you tomorrow? I am doing well, my friend. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day, Pro Straight. You need a heart hand emote with Zuijo Hikari-chan. Yeah, Hikari needs more Zuijo emotes. That's definitely what we need from her. Can't attack directly, nice skill. Listen, right, if we could attack directly, that would be so broken, right? We just burned him for like 2,000, and then we get him for another like 25. That would be absolutely insane. The 7's classic. Luck a dog. Choose my game mat. Duke, what game mat do you want? You're gonna have to let me know. He really wanted that set. Is it slime? I don't know. Well, it was probably... Well, he set the other one anyway, so I think he just wanted the card out of his hand more than anything. Yes, brilliant. You did it, Tomato. If he was on widespread, we could have played Royal Rebel Arena. I mean, well, we're not playing Arena just for that, though. Good comeback. Luke and Tiger game map. Okay, do we have that one? I assume we do. Let's have a quick look. Royal Rebel Bros, this is the way. Is it in the events? I assume it's an event one. I love how this game runs like flawlessly, except when I'm looking through game mats, and then it's just like, This one? Tiger and Dragon? I'm going to assume this is the right one, because I was just told Luke and Tiger. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just woke up. Well, I'm happy, to be honest, that a lot of the NA bros, or just America bros in general, show up to the stream, because it is at a really awkward time for you guys. I know that. When I have more Zuijo emotes than Hikari, oh no, oh no, she's slipping. She's slipping. It's like we were saying that how like Quantum is known as like the Miss Mutton guy, like a human is known as like the Jointech guy, sort of thing, right? Hikari's kind of known as the Miss Mutton girl. But Hikari should always be known as the Zuijo guy. But Hikari just doesn't have enough Zuijo emotes. It's like... I mean, I think we got rid of my Zuijo emote. We had a Zuijo emote at one point, but it wasn't really used a lot, so we just got rid of it. Okay, we'll use Overture. We'll send this. I don't think there's a reason not to get these out. Then we'll summon this. We'll reveal you. I'm going to summon this in defense because this is this deck. Usually I would put it in attack, but because it's high-tech, they might just murder me. Sorry, is the work call again? Gasp, it's true. Okay, but what if he widespread and destruction of the universe became meta? Ooh, what would we even do in that situation? I think we'd just die, to be honest. That comeback was breathtaking. You're breathtaking. I'm known as the Chaos Galaxy Girl. I don't know if that's true, Rarity. I don't think I've ever seen you play Chaos Galaxy. Jointech guy! Tomato is the noodle guy. I will never not be the noodle guy. No matter how many different decks I play, no matter how many different decks I stan, I will always be the noodle guy. And that is completely fine with me. It is important that I remain L nudes. What are we doing with this? I could use the effect to boost that up twice. Tribute both, go for that. Get a big chunk of damage in. Go for a second cul-de-sac. Or... Tribute both, go for him. Pop. I don't think it makes a difference. We don't have any way to change something face up. Is there a difference between using the skill or not using the skill? We gain more attack off of it. I don't think it makes a huge difference because we can't change the back position of anything else. We can't do like a big play. Prove it, show us your nudes. Oh, I don't know about that. I think we're just going to do this. This is like the easier, safer play. So we'll do this. We'll do this. Although we have just got that into rotation. Having him in the graveyard with this setup could actually change things quite a lot here. Alright, we'll tribute. Tribute. Summon this. No delay. I don't think it changes much, to be honest. We'll go Hard Rock effect. Target this. We gain his attack. We go Phaser. Activate Phaser. Bring out Chiron. Activate Chiron. Allow you to get piercing. Change to attack. I don't think we need to do anything else. We could get an extra 600 damage, but is it going to matter? Let's assume these have 0 defense for a sec. If we attack over this, we're doing 28. 28 means he would... So there is a world in which this is lethal. So we will try for it, just in case. Yeah! We did it! If Quantum is the Miss Mutton guy, so which one are you tomorrow? Noodles. It's always the noodles. Always the noodles. You can't fire me as the Suijo girl. We absolutely can. Hikari's thing is she's the girl guy. Well, I mean, that's a little bit... I don't know. Is that misogynistic? I don't know. We're getting into like a weird territory I'm not comfortable going into. You got to play Dark Galaxy, Hikari? Yeah, you got to go back to Dark Galaxy. It's all we're saying. Alright, I'm here to judge this high-tech. Ooh. Or it just gets like OTK'd. Okay, but more than the ship. But I used to play it when the deck was a thing before the ban list, I see. Well, I think a lot of us played it like just after the Worlds. Like just after Worlds qualifiers finished. Like everyone was playing a ton of it, right? When we get support, I will main it Trust. I don't think that's going to be for a very long time is the issue. Anytime I see this vanilla, I puke. Oh no. Prove it, show us your nudes. I'm so confused. Does this mean Road has a fusion card? I don't know what that means. They all have 0. It's just that easy. Fantastic. Wow, you're having good luck today, Tomato. This is why I want the new Draco the Tiny support. We had a stint of getting just all bosses or all spell traps. Or all not bosses, I should say. But that kind of stopped happening. And since then, we've been like winning most of our games, which has been quite nice. But, you know, our luck has to run out, right? It absolutely has to run out. Have you tried Tiger's new extra deck card, Tomato? I have not tried Tiger's new extra deck card yet. We're probably... I keep going back and forth on whether I want to play Digimon on Sunday or whether I want to just play more Yu-Gi-Oh! Part of me is like, I don't think we need to, like, rush everything out. And I do enjoy playing Digimon, so we're probably on Sunday going to go back to Digimon as our usual Sunday stream. And then we'll go and play Wind Warriors or Music Princess on Tuesday. That's probably what we're going to do. I haven't, like, fully decided yet. Roa on current comment. What, you mean Roa extra deck card? We don't have any Roa extra deck cards, at least not to my knowledge. What is the correct order of play? If I activate the skill first, it doesn't matter. Because we have nothing to go into. So we go Curse first. The issue is now we've turned on any potential play that he might have, but I think this had to happen either way. Right, we'll go Overture. I think we just want this in the... Actually, we don't need it in the graveyard, right? We can just, like, put the other ones in and then have this as in the hand for next turn. So I'll go 1, 2... Is there a reason to do this? If I boost this up, I do 500 less burn, but I do 500 more combat. Filling the graveyard, I guess, is a reason to do it. No delay. Activate the effect. Go for the combat. Right, he has got a delay. And it was widespread. Again, not really a lot we could do about that, unfortunately. We have got okay back row. But is he going to have all the back row hate in the world? Is the question. Adds fusion. Adds swordsman. No, no! That was the one thing we didn't want to happen. Because now he's just going to play another one. Because he's a jerk. Yeah, nothing we can do about this, unfortunately. This also means there's no good place to trap hole. Like, he hit the right one for this situation exactly. I think we're just dead, right? We're just dead. Where field? Unfortunately, sometimes this deck doesn't get to make a field. Alright, out comes Charmy. I mean, when else are we going to get a trap hole? There we go. We saved ourselves 400 damage. And we're dead. Ah! I think if we had gone first there, maybe we could have done something. The issue is we just had like no control over that game at all, right? He opened the legend trap. And he just had everything he needed. He only had one monster on the field, which was perfect to just set up the Ghost Cyclone play. Like, there was just nothing we could have done there. You read the new Draco the Tiny stuff? Yeah, we went through it. We whenever the new Rush cards come out, we always go through it on stream. So we've gone through all of the new stuff that's announced at the moment. The new... I don't think it's very good, the new Draco the Tiny stuff, personally, but... Oh, this song's taken a while to come on. Where are we gonna continue the Go Rush video game? So that will probably happen after we've gotten through all of the new Duel Link stuff. Once all the new Duel Link stuff is done, we'll probably then go back onto Reverse Masochist. More Digimon! And the Dragorite, that is Prisma for dragons. I think it's like, it's okay, right? I don't think it's going to be like anything like super crazy, is kind of my takeaway from it. Play Digimon, it's just 2 new cards. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. Like, the cards aren't going anywhere. There's nothing crazy happening anytime soon. You're not going to finish Digimon for months if you keep only doing 3 hours 1 day a week. Listen, right? We'll finish it when we finish it. Right? We don't have to finish it super quickly. There's no reason not to get this out the hand. Apart from the fact that I could keep one in hand and then summon that as the tribute. But then I don't think it really matters. We'll get this gone. We'll summon out both of these. Go 1, we'll go 2. We'll tribute this out. Then he'll get hit with a trap. We'll be a little bit sad. Oh, no trap. That means it's just going to be a combat trap. We've played against Music Princess enough today to know they all play Recital. That went so much better than expected. We should make Royal Rebel Fusion that pops the whole field and gains the attack of all the monsters destroyed. So the kind of... It's not really like their gimmick, but it was kind of a thing that happened in the show. Which was... Roa was kind of known as the guy that doesn't play fusions and doesn't play maximums, but can still fight with the big boys. Like, that was kind of his thing. So I kind of like that Royal Rebel don't really have fusions. When we have to just let that go, right? I think we have to do this now. Because we know he's got the Digisoon, but, like, we can't... Like, he could, theoretically, off of this, just summon out the Boton, flip over a fusion, go into the guy, pop the back row, and then we lose it. So I still think this was the correct play. But now he's just going to ballet us. But I think this is still better than losing Trap Hole for no reason and getting literally 0 value off of it. Yeah, there's ballet. I mean, we're not dead on board, right? Infinite stream content. Tomato, what is this deck? Is it tier 0? No, this deck is definitely not tier 0. This is... I think calling this deck tier 3 might be too generous. I don't know. Like, again, it's still early days. Like, maybe there's just, like, a build that will surface that's, like, really, really good. But at the moment, this is somewhere between High Rogue and Tier 3, I would say, at the moment. Again, still very early days. It's very much like a first thoughts kind of feeling. Do we have Hard Rock in the bin? We don't. We don't have Heavy Metal, or we don't have Doom Metal even. And we don't have Hard Rock. Which is the best thing we can do, assuming he's got nothing, is go into Heavy Metal. We could also try and guarantee it with Shout. So I'll summon Shout. There is a delay. So we can play around Shady by doing this. Then we activate the skill. We send this. We bring back these. What was your wording? Level 8 or... So the current has to be level 8 or lower. So using these effects is a no-no. I can add a card to my hand, but again, there's no reason to. If I activate these effects, these will no longer be the right level. And boosting this thing's attack does nothing for me. So I have to just naturally do this. Ah, he's got a delay again. Yeah. Nothing we can do about that. That is one of the other things. We lose to Trap Hole so often. We just have no out to Trap Hole. But the issue is, like, we could play the Ghost Cyclone, which, you know, some people are playing. But the problem with there becomes we still then have to win the 33%. We had no way to, like, test which one was the trap. So, like, it's also just really awkward. We need the fusion of maximum dopamine. I mean, yeah, that would be great. Far from it. Roa said he didn't need fancy gimmicks and mechanics to win. That's true. And then, like, he gets the revenge win over Yuka after she beat Roman as well. Right? So, like, no skill. Our opponent has no skill. Roa having no fusion of maximum was his unique way. Yeah. Me waiting for dragon support. I know, I just want the high-tech dragon stuff. I don't think this can be... too high when the U can't attack directly restriction. I think, again, I think it's okay. I don't think the not being able to attack directly restriction has actually come up much and actually mattered. Because again, you're supposed to be using Hard Rock, right? That's the gimmick you're supposed to be abusing. We have just nothing to do here. So... Bam, bam. Put that in the graveyard. Bring something back. Tribute 2. Yeah, I guess that's the best we got. So we'll do this. We'll go... Put that in the bin. Summon just this. Normal summon Phaser. Actually, we should have summoned this one out instead, actually. That would have been way better. Because he actually does something. This guy's now just a vanilla. Ooh. We also should have summoned these first. Although, I don't think there was a world we could get both out, right? I'm trying to think. Was there a world we could get both out? No, because we always had to do a double tribute. Okay. I mean, this is still, like, probably fine. Oh god, it's Draco the Tiny. Level 1s! Level 1s! Is this a 1-up King Beetle deck? This could be a 1-up King Beetle deck. No, this is just a suicide deck. Well. I got excited. I was like, oh, he's playing level 1s. It'll be 1-up. It'll be like Diabolic King Beetle. Bro's been cooking. No, it was nothing. It was nothing. Got my hopes up for nothing. Yeah, I think this deck's fun. This deck is fun for, like, I don't know, playing and kind of like having a bit of a mess around. is this? It's 40 cards. We've got a large number of level 1s for seemingly no reason. But why would we even bother putting bosses in if we're just planning to kill ourselves? You're so good, Tomato. This is how I get my wins, pro. What can I say? Hard Rock is ass. Hard Rock is... I know you haven't been here for like the majority of the stream, but Hard Rock is actually surprisingly good. So we've had several games where we've been able to Hard Rock for a ridiculous number. So if your opponent summons out something like, I don't know, let's say they get out like a 3k guy, because that's not too far-fetched, right? Then what we've been able to do is loop Perian. So we can use Perian like 3 times on your opponent's guy, get it up to 4,500, as well as boosting, let's say, I don't know, a cul-de-sac, right? Which also gets a boost. Then we absorb his attack, so we get all 4,500. We then burn our opponent for 2,000, and then we attack over one of their weaker monsters, and a lot of the time that just kills your opponent. It's one of those weird ones where it seems unassuming until you like play it a bunch and then you go, actually, in the right situation, this can be really good. Now, the issue is, if your opponent knows what you're trying to do, I think it's very easy to play around it, right? You just don't leave everything in attack position. But that's always been how you play against Royal Rebels. You just don't leave everything in attack position, right? Like, we've been doing that since Doom existed. We've been leaving like a Wimp in attack mode to deal with heavy metal since it existed, right? So it's like, realistically, how often does it come up? At the moment, on ladder, it comes up a decent amount. When you're in a tournament setting, and everyone should theoretically understand, you know, how things work and how to play around it, I think it's going to work a lot less. But that's why we're playing stuff like, you know, Curse of the Rising Light. We're playing cards like this as an attempt to flip things up, right? And then be able to just play the game we want to play regardless. Lightwave apparently a slur. Maybe. Farm deck for Chronicles. I mean, could be. The bosses is in case they find another person playing the same strategy. Just 0 attackers just like stare at each other. Like, how do we do this? But unfortunately, our time has come to an end, everyone. I'm sorry. I mean, we'll see if there's anyone to raid. I don't know if anyone is going to be streaming right now, but if anyone is, we should definitely go and jump in. Is there anyone that we know that's streaming? Not really. No one we really know. So we're probably not going to end up raiding anyone. But we will be back again on Sunday with more Digimon. And then we'll be back on Tuesday with more Duel Links. So, you know, if you want to see some Digimon Sunday, if you want to see some Duel Links, unfortunately, you have to come back on Tuesday. But thank you guys so much for watching. I've had a great time. I hope you've had a great time too. I hope this has been somewhat entertaining, watching us fumble, watching us fail, watching us succeed. Yeah, Kirsty was good in this. Yeah, Kirsty is like almost a must, it feels like. Like, I don't think the deck works very well without Curse. And that's also a big reason why I've got Shout, because Shout turns on Curse, but it also turns off your opponent's Shady, and Shady hurts this deck really, really badly, right? Have a good day, Tomato in the chat. Yeah, they give Royal Rebel that one skill that flipped our opponent's monsters. Oh yeah, that one. Adios, take care, love the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!